Good evening, viewers. Hello, and welcome to our Changing the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition Chronicle. Toronto by Day, Tales from the Rookery. As a warning, this is a mature game, though there are moments, and it may explore some dark and troubling themes. These may include, but are not restricted to, body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have all discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Your mental health is more important than watching the game. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode when you feel more prepared, or you can always just skip ahead to the next episode. We are every week, Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And now let us meet our players. Hello, Motley. How are you all doing tonight?
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Time to introduce yourselves. Now, people will notice that we are one Motley changed, one could say. And no, we did not trade in Penn Devlin. We'd be getting at least 6 of this for the issue. I think that's the going rate right now. So we will start the introduction with Kitty. If you want to say hi, please, Kitty.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kitty Kimchi. Today, I'm going to be playing your mischievous zookeeping puka Alette.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Anita would be coming next. We will put her particulars so that you can find her. She's just feeling a little under the weather, and health is always more important than, So, Pan, we miss you. Get better. And when they feel better, you'll see them again next week. Next up, we have Rose. Please, if you'd introduce yourself to our viewers.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rose, and I'm playing Lee, sick kid's favorite little mystery, who might be a little less enigmatic this episode. Find out and see.
Thank you very much, Rose. And next up, Crystal, if you'd be so kind.
Hello, I'm Crystal, playing Lily Winters, your friendly neighborhood Cord. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
Thank you very much, Crystal. And Joanna, if you would be so kind as to say hello to our viewers.
Hello, my name is Joanna. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Lara Applewood, your thieving Pisky, who doesn't really want to be thieving Pisky, but she is anyway. Her pronouns are also she, her, and I'm looking forward to the studio life.
And tonight we have a special guest joining us. Mr. Mike, if you would like to introduce yourself and your character to our viewers and our Motley, please.
Nice to see you. Nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I'm Mike, he, him. Tonight I am playing the character Donovan Osgood. I'm not going to tell you what he is until you meet him.
And I am Cliff, your storyteller. He, him, they, them, whatever other NPCs that I might be playing. And who recapped last time? Last recap was done.
I think I did.
Yeah, I think it's Joanna's turn to recap.
All
right.
The rest of the Motley can help and probably need to.
Probably. Okay, so last we saw our Motley. Last we saw our Motley. I think Lee had gotten in and out privileges, night passes, and all that good stuff, and we had some bikes and we had some dross, and we needed to bring said dross to our informant up at the cafe at Eglinton and Youngish area. So Penn stayed and did a shift at the Beguiling because her amazing cute dads decided to go on a date, and so she needed to cover their shift. So it was Alette, Lily, Lara, and Lee that went up to the coffee shop, and did they have coffee. they handed over the dross and they made their way back down. They had also gotten an invitation to go to court so that they could return the bike to its rightful owner. The bike, horse, and, well, the bike pump, more importantly. So they went to court. They returned the bike. Lara lost a moment in time because apparently words are very, very, very important in court. Silly changelings. And then they got an offer that they couldn't refuse, although they may have refused it if it wasn't such a good offer, from the Baroness, I believe it was, and an individual whose name I can't recall for the life of me, the tall, lanky, grumpy man.
The uncle.
Yes, the uncle. So they basically got, long and the short of it, they got a deal. They made a deal, and I believe that was about it, the long and the short of it. They stuck around court for a little while, listened to some stories, and I think Lee actually got a way of getting back at least one of her memories. So, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Lee got a feather and a button and a task to do with them in order to get some memory back.
And and our storyteller made us very hungry by describing all of the wonderful, amazing food at court again.
He did.
Yeah.
We don't have nearly that many snacks here.
Okay, snacks aside. So that is an excellent synopsis. And even though the recording time, the game was played just yesterday, I have already forgotten half of it because I'm reading other stuff and catching up on other stuff. So no quotes tonight. We're just going to slide straight on into the story because I know somebody's just dying to find out some stuff.
Yes, I am.
So people disperse to their homes. You're all going to, of course, be considering how you're going to undertake your new quest given to you by the Baroness, and how you're going to find your ways into the two studios, or at least one of the two studios. Lee, however, gets back to the hospital, and it's a standard evening kind of, it's not bustling, but there is movement. There are people going on, et cetera, et cetera. You are there, of course, in time for dinner.
Yes. Chicken pot pie night. Yes.
Yes, actually, it probably would be. Where the heck should I detail that information? After a while, it's kind of like, okay, I know I've got stuff written down here in the books. Where the heck did I write that stuff? Yes. So the food is a Gertie special, of course. All the food that comes up is touched by this wonderful woman. Betty sticks her head in just momentarily while you're eating, just to kind of make sure that you are there. Everything is going fine. She gives you a nod, kind of no words are exchanged. She slips out. Dinner's done. You hit about, probably 10 o'clock. It's interesting because you got to court probably about 7:30, 7:45, and you spent what felt like several hours in court. You left court about 8:30. The wonders of time spent in a freehold. So now about 10 o'clock. Time is, lights are going out on the floor. People are tucking in. What are we doing?
Well, get into some comfy, sleepy clothes. There's t-shirts, some from other shorts or something like that. Yeah, and rifle through to find the feather and button.
Okay.
Or at least my half of the feather and the button.
And do you remember what you were told you were doing?
Yes. So I'm to put the button under my pillow.
Mm-hmm.
And to swallow the feather. Lee looks at What exactly does it look like?
It is a small black feather. It's the bottom half of a small black feather. It's about an inch in length, and it's about 3/4 of an inch in width. The ferrules on it are fairly tight. Not sure what it might have come from.
She would hopefully have something for like a glass of water and just like, okay, we're not gonna dry pill this. We're going to or dry feather this.
Yeah, you'd have a glass of ice water handy. It always is beside the bed.
So she's gonna stick us on her tongue as far back as she can without anything touching, and then just drinks down a healthy glass of water. Okay. Sorry, folks, for any sensitivities. It's also affecting my gag reflex as well. It's fine.
Yeah, I can totally imagine this. It's wow.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You've been warned, y'all.
give me a stamina and survival.
Uh-oh.
Guys, no kidding.
Stamina and survival 6s and above.
Oh, where is? Oh, thank God. At least I have a dot in that one. Okay. Okay, I've got 2 successes.
Okay, excellent. It goes down. Swallowing a feather is not the worst thing you think you've ever done, maybe. It's also, especially after that meal, not the happiest dessert to have.
Nah.
But it goes down, and you can kind of, you can feel it kind of on the way down. It's a sensation that, yeah, you're not happy with. Okay, so button under the pillow, and you're going to lie back and you're going to stare at the ceiling.
I'm going to try and fall asleep with just like, I swallowed a freaking feather. This better be worth it.
You lie there 40 minutes, 45 minutes. You close your eyes periodically. Every now and then they just kind of roll open on their own, and you look at the ceiling and go, beige. It is a delightful shade of hospital beige. And then you close your eyes again, and you get to about an hour 20, and the phone beside the bed rings. It's about around 11 o'clock, just before 11 o'clock.
She answers it, I guess. Yeah, she answers it. Hello?
Lee, it's your father, Lee. Can you, okay, listen, Lee, Everly, everything is fine. Don't worry about anything. Everything is going to be okay. Listen, Everly, too much to tell you right now. I can't, everything is, just know everything, we'll get there. Everly, we'll find you, okay? We'll see you soon. And then the line goes dead.
Okay. Just slowly just hangs it up in like the slowest phone click that anyone can ever make.
Give me a perception plus alertness. 8s and above.
Perception and alert. Okay. Well, sorry, what was the challenge to that one?
8s and above.
1? It was a 10.
Okay.
Just 1 though.
When you hung up the phone, it just didn't sound right. You're not sure what's not right, but something's not quite right.
She's in bed, so she's just gonna swing her legs around. So she's just hanging off of the bed.
You still have that feeling.
Would this also be the phone to contact if anything's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Lee would have been given a number or so, or a.
Oh, generally with hospitals, there's just like a button to press to get the nurse's station.
Okay, so she's gonna try and see if she can get the nurse's station.
Okay, you pick up the phone, no dial tone.
And she replaces it like normal. Not slowly, but like normally. All right. She's gonna go to. She's actually gonna get up now and go to the door of the room that looks out in the hallway.
Yep. And you're looking out into the hallway?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
Okay, so you open the door, and there's generally 2 levels of lighting in wards. There's daytime lighting, and then there's nighttime lighting. And nighttime lighting's still a lot of light. Nurses got to see. People are still working. If you need something, there needs to be enough light to read and to operate and to move by. But it's dimmer. It is not nearly as well lit. It's almost like every second or third light is lit, and that's it. Give me another perception alertness. This time, 6s and above.
2.
2? You're starting to get it. You can't hear anything. There is no sound of anyone else in the building or on the floor. No sound from the nurse's station. No sound from other rooms.
She's gonna hurry back to her room, grab her cell phone, turn on the flashlight app, and then probably check out the hallways.
The hallways, like I said, are dim. They're still lit. They're dim. The flashlight definitely, helps a little bit. You go out and the hallway stretches off to the left, which goes down towards the end where it makes a right-hand turn and wanders off that way. And to the right, of course, it goes down to the elevators and the nurse's station.
She's probably going to go down. Sorry, the right went to the elevators and nurses' stations?
Yes.
She's going to go left.
Okay. So you walk down. It's a fairly lengthy hallway. There are doors to either side to private and semi-private rooms. None of them are open. There are, of course, the usual carts in the hallway. There's a crash cart. There are a couple of laundry carts. There are a couple of phlebotomy carts. But again, no one's around. The computers on them are all quiet. The overhead screen that appears every now and then that usually tells you if a room's got an issue, it's gray and turned off as well. You get down to the end and the hallway turns to your right, and you look up that hallway and it goes on a lot further than you're sure this building is built. The hallway looks to go almost disappear into the distance.
She keeps walking.
So you walk for, maybe 4 or 5 doors, a matter of 15 or 20 yards. And ahead in the distance, you can see a shadow kind of block the light from down there. Like somebody's moving towards you, moving around down there. It's a fair distance in the hallway, but you can see because of the light that there is movement down there.
She's going to keep walking forward and try and angle her light to see if she can catch the shadow of whatever it is or the person.
Okay. You get a little closer, and before you get the flashlights on cell phones are great for close-in work. They're not focused well for distance, unfortunately. So again, the figures, you start to get closer and you can kind of see it definitely looks like a person. Definitely looks like a male, young male, maybe kind of skinny, around the 6 foot mark, 5'10", somewhere in there. Jeans and a dark gray, black hoodie of some sort. He's facing away from you. But he seems to be kind of nervously just rocking back and forth from one foot to the other foot.
She's going to make her way towards him.
Okay, you get about 20 feet away, and he suddenly spins around. Very, very pale complexion, very dark eyes. They almost look like there are no eyes there. They are so deep and dark. And he goes, "I saw what you did," and then bolts and just tears off down the hallway.
Away from me?
Yes.
I'm gonna run after him, just like, "Hey!"
Give me an athletics plus strength.
Oh yeah. Won't be able to use that specialty in long jumping, hey?
Unfortunately, no. He's got enough of a lead on you.
Okay. But yeah. Exponentially more dices. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes.
He outdistances you. It takes a bit.
Well,
It takes a bit. He's not a lot faster, but he is quicker, lighter on his feet. You can see that he's kind of a sandy brown hair, kind of longish, shorter at the sides, a little longer through the top. Lanky, moves like, I don't know, he might be 17, 18, 19, 20, somewhere in there, late teens, early 20s. Silent, his running. Sneakers, obviously, but there's no squeak against the floors, nothing. He's gone. And you've got a good 5 minutes of running and are starting to get very short on breath and he just doesn't seem to, and he just kind of fades off into the distance. As you slow down, you can see the motion against the lights for maybe another 15, 30 seconds, and then that's gone.
Lee's gonna go forward a little bit for a little bit, and then if she doesn't see anything or there doesn't seem to be anything, she's probably gonna head back.
There's an open door to your left.
She goes into it, looks in,
and it's your room.
Okay. She's gonna go in. She's gonna close the door. And just gonna tuck into bed. What did I do? What did they see? What the fuck?
Okay, so after about 10 minutes of lying there staring at the ceiling, there's a clatter from outside and you wake up. You go from feeling like you're awake to that jolt as you wake up.
She's gonna go check it out.
You open the door. The lighting is where it should be. One of the orderlies is picking up a tray of bits and pieces and looks up and goes, "Oh, sorry, didn't mean to disturb. Really, my apologies." And continues cleaning up. And you can hear the buzz in the background of, voices here and there. Very quiet, very hushed. It's nighttime.
She's actually not going to even address the guy. Just be like, and then just close the door. Back into bed.
Okay. This time, you definitely fade off into sleep. You get that nice, warm, fuzzy feeling, and you fade off and everything. A little different this time, though. When you wake in the morning, you have definite thoughts of warmth, comfort, safety, the sound of waves or rain or something. There's the feeling of water. You're just not sure how the feeling exactly, there's laughter. There's, you get a sense of family, kind of, or a sense of tribe or a sense of belonging.
Well, that's new.
Roll me. There is no perception. Darn it. Roll me an animal ken plus wits with a difficulty of 8s or above.
One single solitary success.
Darn it. Not quite good enough. Okay. You'll get that in time. Okay. So you are up 8 o'clock in the morning, like usual. Around 9, as you are relaxing. As you're relaxing in your room, deciding what to do with your day, your room is invaded, because that's the only way to really describe Jen and Aaron when they come in, your social workers. They are two small forces of nature who ignore all the other hospital staff because, well, they're taking care of you. So they come slamming in again, more paperwork to sign, more things to go through. They believe they may have found you an apartment, but you're going to have to go to certain classes in order to learn how to do a resume. How are you feeling? Do you think you could work? Could you stand on your feet for 8 hours a day, perhaps? Could you work at a desk job? Any idea whether you're very good with computers or not? We can test all this stuff down at the Ontario Works Department. The offices will have you down there. We think we found an apartment for you. Sign here and here. We're going to cover the first 3 months for you. After that, we're going to take care of things for you there. Then we're going to have to look for a job for you. But, if everything goes well, we might be able to get you out of the hospital as an outpatient, perhaps, but out of the hospital, by tomorrow, by Friday.
Oh, wow. That's great.
So, and they surround you and hit you with so much fun stuff. And we should have done this first time around as well, but you gain a point of temporary banality just from the amount of forms, figures, signing, rules, listening. You are being surrounded and drowned in the modern world.
Yeah, great. And it was just like, yep, great. Thanks.
So,
Thank you.
And they take up your entire morning. They are there for a good solid 3 hours until lunch.
Oh, I made my toast cold, little buggers. Hopefully, worse than cold toast.
So excellent. Now we will come back to you in a little bit after we get through a few things here and there. So, Alette, how have you been doing, Alette?
So far, so good.
Excellent. Have you pulled any new pranks on Jonathan lately?
No, not lately. He's still mad after the whole elephant enema situation.
Okay, roll me a single D10, and you want 6 and above, please.
I got a 5.
Oh, so close. You are down a temporary glamour. Because Jonathan is a retainer and he is enchanted, he knows some of what goes on in the Fey world and can see a few things. He's an advantage that way. Going forward, the first 4 games, just so all the players know, were to allow you to kind of get a feel for everything, get a feel for your characters. There were some mechanisms that I really didn't push, like nightmares and stuff, that are now starting to be brought into play. Now that you're comfortable with who you are, now let's get you more comfortable with the world of darkness as it is. So every Thursday, you'll roll a dice and you get a 50-50 chance as to whether you've had to feed Jonathan a glamour that day or not. Now, remember, you can also feed it to him through dross or another method, as long as he gets a glamour. Otherwise, he becomes a very dull and banal Jonathan who is of completely no use to you whatsoever. Okay. And you had mentioned that you had plans for how to get onto that studio lot at Pinewood.
Yes. So what Alette is doing is she is going to provide the animals for the movie. And so she's getting some owls, some rats, just basically things that you would see in the witchy world.
Okay. As you're gathering animals together, you've got a few in cages and such. And you, as you're putting one of the cages into one of the back of the truck, Dan is leaning against the truck with his arms crossed and goes, "Hey, what you doing?"
I'm getting the animals together for the movie.
Oh, well, aren't you Miss jumping ahead of the game? You talked to Amanda, the boss, yet about this yet?
I'm sure she knows.
Yeah. She told me to grab Keith and start getting together the animals. I think she was kind of figuring you handle the hospital bit, a little too busy to do, because, on site every day, 6 days a week, blah, blah, blah. You might want to go talk with Amanda.
Okie dokie. Where is she?
Oh, she's in her office. Where's Amanda all the time? She's in her office. I mean, God's forbid she got her nails dirty or raggedy from handling animals. I mean, she's the director. She wrangles the paperwork. That's the biggest beast she handles, which, you know what? I wouldn't do it. So I'm glad someone's taking care of the funding and all the other fun stuff. But yeah, she's you might want to take her a mocha, something, start her off in a good mood.
Mocha, got it. So I go to the food court, grab a mocha, and head on over to her office.
Excellent. You've known Amanda since you've started there. She has always been there. You have rarely seen her. You might see her 4 times a year. Tall, young, gangly. She always reminds you of someone who's fresh out of university, even though she's been holding down the position for several years. Blonde shag cut, very pale, large glasses, very hyper. She's like a hummingbird. She bounces around her office constantly. Her desk is frequently a chaotic pile of paperwork. No one knows how she keeps things straight, but she does, and everything goes out at the right time to make sure that the zoo gets its funding, that special events go off, that everything is done the way it should. She is a marvel at delegation and making sure that people get to, the right things to match their skills. She is generally to be found in jeans and a park sweater, shirt, hoodie, depending on the weather. But she appears outside of her office maybe 4 times a year, twice a year for the bi-seasonal tour to make sure everything is going right. The big fundraising dinner that happens around Christmas every year. And then usually there's a random time, which is for the last 2 years been part of a major betting pool among the staff as to what day and why she's going to leave the office. So no secretary. People come and go through the office as are needed. And you know that you don't need to do much more than kind of just tap on the door as you go in. And she's head down at the desk, signing paperwork.
So I sit the mocha on her desk.
Looks up and goes, "Oh, Alette, it's been a while. Oh, is that for me? Why, thank you. That's fantastic. It's been a while. Please sit, sit, sit. Give
Hey,
me,
so
give me just a moment to just finish with this. I've got to make sure this is a little bit of a disbursement that we're getting. So I want to make sure that the T's are dotted and the I's are crossed. You know, make sure
yeah,
my signature is in the right place. And I've, done all of the sign here, initial there, and put the correct date. What is today's date? Today is it the 13th or the 14th today? I can never keep it straight. It's
the 14th.
14. Thank you. Thank you. You're wonderful, Alette. Excellent. Okay, right there. And with a big flourish, slaps the paper over and goes, "Okay, and what can I do for you today?"
The movie, the animals for the movie. I wanted to run that by you.
Which movie? Remind me.
You know, the new little witchy movie that they're filming.
Oh, wait. And she starts digging through paperwork and goes, "Okay, wait, that would be, hang on, I have it here. Is it Pinewood? It's Pinewood, isn't it? Yes, it's Pinewood. Okay, so that would be Pinewood at P. Okay, P rhymes with T, which is close to R, so that's near the right side of the desk. That would be over here, and it would be close to the top. So excellent. Okay. And she goes, "Yes, Perry Hodgkins and his adventures at Wolfhart University." Why does that sound familiar? Why do I feel like I've heard this before? Do you think this is like they're redoing it? Is this a reboot?
I think so. It may be. I don't know.
I wonder. It might have been something I watched when I was growing up. I can never keep quite a hand on that sometimes.
So do you have all the necessary paperwork for it? We're good to go.
Well, yes. Give me just a moment. And I'm showing I put Dan in charge of them because he's the veterinarian and we want to make sure that they're well cared for down there, because I've heard such stories. They always tell you no animals were harmed during the filming of this movie, but they come back with a cracked talon or a few pin feathers missing or something, and then it wasn't our fault. And I told him to take Keith as a driver. Aren't you busy with the hospital?
Oh no. They have a thing going on there now, and they don't want to overcrowd it, and they're just kind of stopping that just for a little bit.
How has it been at the hospital? How have the kids been with the animals?
Oh, fine. Kind of had an angry parent because the kinkajou took one of the kids' lollipops, and he was fine. It's fine.
This is why it was always wise never to let the spider monkeys loose down there.
True.
So yes. Okay. Well, if you're not doing and I know you do like to get out into the city weekly, if you're not doing the hospital right now, would you be up to doing 6 days a week? I mean, the movie business is pretty a harsh business. You're there early in the morning and you're often there late in the evening. The stories I've heard from friends who've worked as extras and have worked on staff is just 12 to 16-hour days, 6 days a week. It sounds pretty hectic.
I mean, I'll have Jonathan. I'll be fine.
I don't know if we can spare Jonathan. Now, if you're, I could add you to Dan and Keith because you're going to need the driver. And I really wouldn't feel good unless the veterinarian went down too. But you do have such a way with the animals. They do listen to you better than they listen to anyone else. So that is a big advantage, especially on a movie set where, I mean, it's going to be so, oh, wow, chaotic and energetic and people everywhere running around and doing things and shouting. And I'm sure and costumes coming off and going on, or going off and coming on, or something, and props people going past, and have them over here and have them over there, and make them do this and make them do that. Well, yes, I think I could do that. I will need to keep Jonathan here. Now, if you really, really need him and it becomes too much for you to handle, we'll reach out and we will approach that when it happens. But for the time being, for today, for taking down the initial animals, for the directors and the crew down there to take a look at, I would feel much better if it's just Dan, Keith, and yourself.
Do we have to include Dan? I mean, can't he just be on calls? Because I don't want the animals to be overstimulated.
Well, see, the problem is at best, it's a 45-minute drive down there. Could be an hour. And I mean, if you've got an injured something, heaven forbid anything happens, but a wheel runs over somebody's paw, having the veterinarian on site, I mean, it is a licensing requirement.
Okay.
Excellent. So, and she pulls out a piece of paper and hands it to you. These are the animals that they want. You'll see it's a fairly comprehensive list. It almost feels like they're building a little ark there. They've got two of a lot of stuff. If you could arrange to have the animals caged, make sure to take along lots of treats and take them down. And today is just a show and tell day. That's all you're doing. You're just letting them see the animals. You're showing them how manageable they are, how well trained and well behaved they are. And you're letting them decide if they want to go with, they were saying they wanted to go with ravens or hawks or all sorts of different, they had like the list has got 6 different birds on it and a couple of monkeys and some rabbits and a hedgehog for some reason, and tortoises and a couple of other things. So it's basically, it should not be a complicated day.
Okay.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Okay. I will leave you to that then. And she immediately just zones right out back to her paperwork and starts talking to herself as she's, okay, now I wonder what this one's for. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're doing that with the cafeteria now. Well, that's a good idea. The staff will like that. And she completely forgets that you're even in the office.
I leave, head back to the van, starts packing up.
Okay. Keith is hanging around. Keith is a kind of a big burly guy. Balding, curly, dark hair in a ring. He's got kind of the Friar Tuck look going on, kind of a Greek Friar Tuck maybe. Dan, tall, lanky, long brown hair and a ponytail. He's just making sure that, giving a cursory check to the animals, making sure he's packed a basic vet bag to come along. And okay, so we'll leave you prepping the animals to go down to the studio. Okay, where shall we go to next? Lara.
Hello?
Hello. So, now you're mostly in school and working at the hospital gift shop.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to find your way into the wondrous world of movie making?
I'm going to hit up the theater students who are probably trying to get work as extras on the set.
Ah, excellent. Okay.
Because they're always looking for the next little bit that they can get their foot in the door.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Second here. Okay. So, um, it's fairly easy to get names out of the theater students. They like sharing the names of agents. So chatting with a couple of students, introducing yourself and chatting to a couple of the students, they're fairly friendly and welcoming bunch. And they're always looking for someone else to become one of us. So when you mention an interest in, making a little extra money as an extra, they're like, oh, yep, yes, you need to. And they hand you a scrap of paper with an email address on it and a URL for an agency. Hang on a second. I wonder if I can remember my old agency name. Okay, Toronto Extra Agency. Okay. There we go. Now, what the heck was her name? Give me a second here and I will hand you. Okay. Okay. Oh, no. She's only doing principles now. Well, that's no fun. Oh, that one's a fun one. So they give you the information for Bean and Company, run by Alona DeCaro. And they're okay. You go to beanandcotalent.com and you got to get some good pictures. They don't have to be great pictures. You don't have to pay for headshots. Photographers will screw you over every time. Get a friend to take a couple of good headshots, half a dozen body shots, and then pick the best ones. Make sure you get some good light, and then submit them there with your all your details, your height, your weight, your hair color, your any talents you got. If you ride horses or can unicycle or juggle or anything like that, they like to know that kind of stuff. Play piano, stuff like that, and then they'll get in touch with you.
And what if I just want to work on set?
Like not as an extra?
Well, I mean, what if I want to do the tech stuff in the background?
Oh, then you got to find out what company is doing the tech stuff and find out if they're hiring.
All right, cool. Are any of you folks doing any of that tech stuff? Like, I'm sure, like, isn't your stage manager for Little House, isn't your stage manager doing, like, trying to find some extra work?
Well, yeah, Davey. Yeah, really. You want to check the Film Local board, filmlocal.ca. That'll list all the crew that they're hunting for right now.
All right, cool.
But you gotta have a decent resume though, because I mean,
oh yeah,
a lot of people don't know from acting. So instead of going the extra route where you might be discovered, you might get to be a principal. The crew, okay, it's a more dependable paycheck, but discovered, principal.
oh yeah, yeah. I absolutely want to be discovered. Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Lara kind of like her eyebrow just twitches just a little bit, and she's like, "Yes, that's exactly what I want. Thank you for all your help."
You're welcome. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. You guys are so great. I can't wait to see the new show. Like, your next season is totally stacked. Bye.
Okay, so your next step.
Yeah, my next step is I'm actually going to go for the tech route because Lara has no interest in being an actress. She's just trying to get in there for props or maybe the plant life, basically trying to see if she can do some consulting. She's actually going to call her one of her professors as well and see if anybody on staff has been doing any consulting for the various agencies in town because she could basically consult on like what plants look like. Insert name of magical herb here.
Okay, so you go to see one of your profs, older woman, been teaching for a while, definitely the green thumb type. Um, frizzy gray hair, kind of somewhat nondescript. She wouldn't stand out in a crowd, except her voice. She's got one of those very noticeable voices. When she speaks, people listen a lot. So you go to see her, and you mentioned to her that you're asking about have people been working with the movie set about, and she laughs. She's like, "Oh, really? You think they care? They're just going to call the mushroom some weird name, and that's a part of their spell." Now, what you might be looking for is set deck.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Set decoration, furniture, but that includes plants and ferns. For some reason, these movies use a lot of ferns. And ferns, a lot of them want the fake ones, but the fake ones don't always look and move real. And ferns, they have to have the right kind of, they don't need a lot of care, as you know, but they have the right kind of care.
And they have to move right. They have to sway right. They have to have that right amount of flex. And
Yes, it's amazing that you can have a fake fern in your house and everybody's good with it, but you put a fake fern on a movie and 412 people are going to zoom in on that thing just to prove that it's fake.
Well, you know that Twilight movie, right? When they're jumping through the trees, like when the trees are swaying and
yes.
Oh,
that was horrible.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Then again, those movies, they balanced off, abs, trees.
I mean, I'm not
you pay the price.
Particularly a fan, but everybody's gotta do what they gotta do.
They were pretty people.
Everybody's gotta like what they gotta like.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. Very true. So yes, I would recommend set deck. You might be able to get into props. Props doesn't do a lot with plants, but again, you'll be handling fake plants and stuff. Set deck. Let's see. Who would I know in set deck? I wouldn't know anyone in set deck. But if you call, let's see. If you go down to, okay. You know where Pinewood is?
Yep.
If you go, there's the new studio a little further along from Pinewood. What do they call it? It's on the waterfront. It's on Eastern Avenue, just the other side of Pape. There's a company there who's got a small office called Unit 11.
Unit 11. All right.
Go talk to Unit 11. From what I hear, they are always looking for people.
Cool.
Don't bother with my name. It won't open any doors. But let them know that you're from this program that has helped in the past.
All right, cool. That's awesome because I mean, gotta pay the bills, right? In the hospital, they're kind of strapped for cash. I'm not getting as many hours, so I gotta pay my tuition somehow.
And I'll tell you, I've worked a few TV shows myself. Oh, it was forever ago, but they are a hoot.
Yeah, it'll be a nice change of pace.
The parties afterwards are worth the price of admission. They can be kind of grueling, long days, but the chance to be 10 feet from Robert Redford was amazing.
Ooh. That is interesting. All right, cool, awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.
You will indeed. You take care now, dear.
You too. All right, so I'm gonna make some phone calls, find this place, go down and see if I can get myself on with set decoration.
Okay, so it's located at 629 Eastern Avenue, just past Pape. And do you remember the two studios you were told about?
One of them was obviously Pinewood. The other one started with an R, I believe.
Yeah, 629 Revival.
Yes, that's it. 629 Revival.
Yep, at 629 Eastern.
Yeah, okay, so right.
Which is where Unit 11 is, in one of the buildings. And it's a fairly kind of sprawling complex of buildings. There look to be a couple of different companies in here, production companies, wardrobe companies, extra companies, as well as behind them a variety of medium-sized studios. Pinecrest is all the big studio, or Pinewood is the big studios. Revival is kind of the medium and smaller studios, a lot of the workshops. But yeah, you get there and it's in the front, down the hall, take a left, walk for a little while, take a right, go up a set of stairs, and there's a nondescript office door that says Unit 11 on it, and just says knock and enter.
Okay. So Lara knocks and then hesitates for a second and then opens the door.
Okay, you go in and it's kind of open concept. There's a big table over to the right with a couple of people around it, just covered in paper that's being looked at, graph paper, maps, photographs. There's a couple of, looks to the left like there's a couple of office doors in the wall, so there may be some private offices. And then there's a desk just inside to the left, one of those kind of curved desks with, it's about this high, looks like it was taken out of a dentist office or a doctor's office or an optometrist office. And there's a young blonde lady sitting behind it, on the phone, just hanging up the phone. There's a computer monitor, and she looks up as you come in and she goes, welcome to Unit 11. How can we help you today?
Hey, so I'm from the horticulture program at U of T, and I was told that you guys might be looking for some set decorating people who are, knowledgeable about the plant life and about how things are supposed to move. And I wanted to see if you were looking for anybody right now.
Hang on a second. Jerry! Jerry! And this guy in a brown corduroy pants, white button-up shirt, brown sweater vest, kind of brown and yellow horizontal stripes. He's working on a beard. You could call it a beard. Sure, we'll call it a beard. Let's be nice to poor Jerry. He's got a beard, kind of longish, scraggly hair, fairly thick glasses. Comes out of one of the two offices over to the left, and stack of papers in his hand. He looks up and says, yes, what? And the receptionist goes, this young lady would like to speak with you about a job, Jerry. And he looks at you and says, hi, Jerry. Yes, you are.
I'm Lara Applewood. I'm from the horticulture program at U of T, and they sent me down here because I've been trying to see if I can get some exposure to working on set, working with plants, because I know that that's, a thing, authenticity and all that stuff, especially when it comes to, some of the movies that, have like herbs and things like that. So I was wondering if you were looking for anybody in that area and like set decoration with your plants.
And he kind of looks at you for a moment, and there's this pause, and then he looks over at the group all around the table, and they've all stopped and they're looking at you too. And Jerry goes, wow, someone who's not cynical. Okay, so it pays minimum wage. It's only 20 hours a week to start, but as production kicks into this movie, Perry Hodgkins, it's going to go to 60-hour weeks. Are you good with 60-hour weeks? Can you do 12-hour days? Can you stay on your feet that long?
Yeah, by that point I'll be, on Christmas break from school. So yeah, that I can do 20-hour weeks and then ramp it up. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, what the heck? An extra hand doesn't hurt, and they're giving us a lot of money. So yeah, sure. So he turns to the reception, and goes, Susan, give her the package, have her fill it out, and drop it off here. And what's today? Thursday, Monday. Be here Monday. 8 o'clock. No, 8 o'clock's too early. 9. Be here at 9. Don't expect to go home until 9.
That sounds good.
Okay,
Cool.
actually, hang on. Horticultural. So what do you know about plants? Like, okay, what kind of plants? Are we talking farmer field plants? Are we talking flower garden plants? Are we talking trees? Are we talking...
You name it, I splice it.
Good. Okay. Yeah. Susan, give her sign her up. Bring her into the ranks. Okay. Thank you. And he just head back down and goes back into the office. And the receptionist, paper about this thick, and just slides it and says, you need to fill all of this out, name, address, important particulars, emergency contact, your social insurance number, bank, because we all do everything with direct deposit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Your standard tax form is in there as well, for deductions. You've worked before, right? This is not your first gig?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I'm
So you'll know what's in there.
I've done my criminal record checks because I did some part-time at the hospital. So yeah.
Oh, we don't worry about that stuff here. We're a movie company.
Well, never hurts to have checks and balances on your people. So yeah.
Well, yes, I suppose that's true. So
Yeah,
did you want to...
If you needed it, I'll have it.
Did you want to sit down over there? We can clear off a spot at that desk for you if you want to do it now, or you could take it with you and bring it back tomorrow.
Well, I mean, if you don't mind, have me around for the next 10 minutes or so. I'll fill it out right quick and, have it back to you.
Okay. And she gets up and kind of strolls her over to the desk, kind of pushes a few things to one side, a few things to the other side, taps the desk and says, there you are. Have a sit there. As soon as you're done, drop it with me and I'll give you your key card.
That's fantastic. Amazing. All right. And so Lara's going to go sit down. She's going to pull out some candy corn out of her pocket really quickly and just pop it in her mouth. And she's just going to start writing.
Excellent.
And yes, it is the same candy corn.
And as she said, it's only about 10, 15 minutes. Anyone who's filled out paperwork for jobs before, it gets very, very boring very quickly. And you can kind of, even in all the chaos going on here, you can kind of feel there's a banality around the edges. You're in a place that should be creative, but there's something flat.
Lara's gonna pull out a gummy bear out of her pocket. She's gonna look at it and she's just gonna play with its feet a little bit and bite off its head, pop it in her mouth. Give herself a little bit of joy.
Okay, takes about 10, 15 minutes to fill out the paperwork. It's all done. You take it back to Susan. Susan says, well, thank you very much. Hands you a blank key card. And she says, we don't have the specific key cards yet because, of course, we don't. Security is being dumb. But you'll need to be able to get in and out of this office at all hours. Be careful with that key card. Don't lose it, because it's not just the Unit 11 key card. It's good for all of the doors in Revival.
Oh, I absolutely won't lose it. Absolutely will not lose it.
Good. And please just use it for the main doors and for, Unit 11. And wherever the guys tell you to go. Wherever Gary, Keith, et cetera, wherever they tell you to go, then yeah, use the card there. But yeah, we'll hopefully get our own cards in the next week or so, and then we'll just have you swap. But I mean, they've been promising that for months now, so who knows?
All right, awesome, and thank you so much. You've been amazing today. I'm really, really grateful that I've been able to get in here, and see you Monday.
We'll see you Monday. You have a great weekend.
You too. And Lara leaves. Makes a note, don't lose key card, in her little notebook and puts it back in, takes her key card, puts it in the bag, where hopefully it won't get lost. And she makes just a cursory check of her pockets, just to make sure there's nothing in there that shouldn't be in there.
Roll your willpower. 6s and above.
Three successes.
Yeah, that's good enough to make sure there's nothing in your pockets that should not be in your pockets.
Okay, cool.
So yes, you were able to distract yourself and control yourself well enough that you did not have anything stick to your fingers.
Except gummy bears and candy corn. Okay, cool.
Okay. So we come to Lily.
Oh boy.
Okay, Lily. So,
yes.
what are your thoughts?
My thoughts were to possibly speak to William to know if the library had already gotten someone to go over for research or whatever for the movie or not.
Okay, so you go into his office, and his office, it's almost a cubbyhole of an office. It might have been an office once upon a time, but there are so many books in there, and there are books everywhere. And he's sitting there typing slowly on the computer, and you ask him this, and he just kind of looks at you through his thick glasses for a few minutes, and just kind of looks at you, and then finally says, why would a movie studio ask us anything?
Well, I mean, because it's happened before, if somebody's, say, an expert on shipbuilding for a pirate movie or something like that, or, I mean, we've got this huge collection of children's literature, and this film is supposed to be appealing to the younger sort. So, I was thinking maybe they'd want to talk to somebody who knows something rather than just making the same old thing.
No, Lily, never get mixed up with the movie business. They are not nice people.
No,
they are never nice people. They are not. They say mean things when they reject your work. They really do, and then they just won't talk with you anymore. And I'm sure that they think they know everything there is to know about children's literature, because movie people know everything there is to know. They wouldn't know a good concept if it smacked them in the face.
Oh, William, this is sounding a little bit personal.
Well, maybe it is and maybe it isn't, but I would not involve myself with those types if I were you.
Well, I am sorry that your friend had that experience.
Yeah, my friend is too. But they have grown out of it and past it. It is part of the past, and it is not worth digging up again with them. But no, they have not approached us for experts or research or anything like that.
Well, it was worth a shot. Thanks for the talk.
You're welcome.
And so Lily's going to leave his office sort of pondering. Now there's usually flyers and posters for wanteds, whatever, up by the entrance of libraries. Is there anything there that could give me some information?
No.
Fudge.
Nothing related to those studios or that picture. There are things going on, but it's mostly university level stuff because the library is rock throwing distance from Toronto University.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I guess I just have to, send something through the group text and go, I'm a little stumped about how to go about this. What do you guys think?
Lee's gonna text in. I'm gonna see about getting a spot within like production assistants, which is what they always need. Those are basically your gophers, script runners, and that sort of stuff. And as she's typing this, Lee's gonna be like, how do I know this? And then just continues typing. You could get in that way if you're good at that. Really, you could literally be anywhere and everywhere.
Like, well, I mean, half my job in the library is fetching and carrying. So who do we talk to? How does this happen?
Lee's going to say, I'll see if I can pull something. If I find out anything, I can probably pass it on to you.
Awesome sauce.
Keep in mind, I got social workers, so I'm not sure if that connection helps. It probably won't. It might. Who knows? I won't know until I ask.
For sure. And doing like a little, appreciate the help with a little smiley.
Thumbs up with a winky face emoji.
So, well, I suppose while I'm waiting, I'm still in the library and there's computers there, so I could do a quick Google of, how do you get to be a PA in a on a movie set or something, like that sort of. It'd probably take me a couple of tries with Google to actually get the phrasing right, because I really don't know what I'm looking for.
Lara writes in the group chat because she basically writes, sorry, was in the subway, no cell phone service down here, silly TTC. And then she writes the information of where she went in to get in with the prop people.
Lee's gonna send in the
this
finger, like this one.
The this emoji.
Yeah, but like 3 fingers pointing up. That too.
Alrighty. So is that like did you get a phone number?
I would have had phone number and all that stuff for the place.
Okay.
So I give that along with the address to the entire group chat.
Okay.
You would also, Lily, find Google really quickly because, well, they like to put ads for things at the top. When you type in Toronto Film PA jobs, the first ad that comes up is from Mandy.com. And it's a list of all the production assistant jobs in Toronto. And there are a lot of them.
I see. Well, then I'm going to dig into that and see what looks good.
Okay. Give me an intelligence plus computers, 5 and above. It's not going to be difficult.
Oh, yeah, I did. 2, 3, 4.
4, that's good enough. That's actually better than good enough. So
I missed all but one that I rolled. So yeah, it's pretty good.
There's a bit of filling out forms because, of course, when they say, look at these jobs before you get to click on them, they want, you to make an account.
Right. Make out the account, fill in all your stuff, and then when you actually click on the ad, fill it all in again.
Yep. Exactly. So it will ask for your current resume.
Right. Which,
Okay.
because I would probably already have that in there because of library stuff.
All right. And
Or like easy access, like I could go into my own email and sort of point it off of a Google Doc.
yep, I'm figuring that because you're in a library, you've got all that stuff taken care of well. Okay. And there are indeed openings. They do not list the name of the production, but there are openings. They're looking for PAs for Pinewood, Toronto studios. And it tells you to please forward your resume to productionhub.com.
Okay. Forward to what?
Productionhub.com.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna do that as soon as can be done.
Okay. Well, you're at the computer. You could do it right there.
Right. Yeah. I just meant, look at that and follow the directions and okay, connect this to that and forward the resume and send it off into oblivion and see what happens.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. And then we'll go back to Lee. And Lee, so the standard afternoon, there's a little bit yes, Lily?
Well, because I found all that, I would then send in the group chat to Lee that website and say, instructions.
Oh, okay.
Oh, great.
Yes. This is what I found on Google.
I'm gonna talk to the social workers about a freaking resume.
The afternoon, yes, the afternoon. You've got some therapy, standard Thursday, and then nothing for a couple of hours. Around 4 o'clock, Jen and Aaron descend upon your room again, and they're like, "Excellent. Okay, things are set up. It is not the best and brightest place, but it is your own place. It is a bachelor apartment, basement level of a 4-story walk-up, just over on Wellesley. So you're still close to the downtown area.
That's great.
So it's just kind of up around the eastern edge of the village. It can get a little rough there at night, but it's still a nice area. It's still a very nice area. Like we said, the first 3 months, okay, sign here and here and here, sign there, initial these. Okay, first 3 months are taken care of courtesy of the government of Ontario. After that, you'll be expected to be, affording it on your own. We have signed you up for Ontario Works. We're going to make sure that you also get a bit of money. We have set you up with a bank account. Here's a bank card.
Yeah.
It's not got a lot of money in it, but it should do you for groceries and such. Have you got any idea of what kind of jobs you like to be looking for?
Well, actually, something of interest and might have kind of stirred something, actually. Friend of mine said that a movie was going to be happening in town and a production company is looking for production assistants.
Oh, well, there are always, Jen just kind of goes, there are always movies happening in town and TV shows. Toronto gets a lot of film business. Was there a specific one your friend had mentioned?
No, but one done at Pinewood Studios particularly.
And she looks at Aaron and goes, doesn't Barry work at Pinewood Studios? And he goes, yeah, I think he does, but I'm not sure what Barry does at Pinewood Studios. I could always give Barry a call, though, and have you go over and meet with him. He might be able to get you an in.
Works for me. I was given instructions on a website, but I don't think I can recall any workplace stuff, so I don't think I can get a resume together really well.
Yeah, a resume is going to be, that's the tricky part, yes. Yes, you're a blank slate, so to speak. Okay, yeah, speak with Barry. We'll send you, and Aaron pulls out one of his cards, flips it over, writes Barry and a phone number on the back, and says, "Give Barry a call. Tell him I sent you." And they'll take care of you from here. Now, here is the address. Here is the key. That's the key for the front door, main door. That's the key for the door itself. You've got Loblaws about 3 blocks walk away, and some smaller markets as well, so you can pick some stuff up. You will be discharged tomorrow morning.
Great.
So that you can start with your new life.
Thank you so much, Jen and Aaron.
Oh, you're very welcome. You haven't gotten rid of us yet. We'll be checking in with you monthly to make sure everything is going well. We will also expect to see you at the Ontario Works office once a week for resume building and classes on how to get a job. Though if you get this job, then that makes things so much faster and easier, because that will get you off of Ontario Works. So you're set.
This is good. This is great. This is progress. Thank you so much. When is a good time to call Barry? Like, what time is it now, approximately?
Now it would be about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
So probably not a good time because it's probably the end of the day, or maybe in the middle of something.
Yeah, call him tomorrow morning. First thing.
First thing tomorrow morning. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Lee's actually going to go into the group chat and says, may have an in for getting work at Pinewood. Also, as of tomorrow, I'm a free woman. Like the really big smiley face, closed eyes, big smiley face emojis. Several of them.
Lily's going to send you like rainbows and shooting stars and like little jumping happy things like that through the text.
Lara is gonna send the ta-da whatchamacallit emoji where the it looks like
oh yeah, like a party horn, like a party horn with like
confetti coming out, and then fireworks emoji, and then seal emoji, and then I'm sure there's an island emoji somewhere, so we're gonna send that as well, and then just another one saying time to celebrate.
Alette's gonna send a picture message, selfie of her doing this, but intentionally having the other people that I'm with in the background, because after I send that, I'm gonna say we have a slight complication.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so it sounds like we are close to having a thing happening. Now, it is Thursday, so Thursday night, the 7th floor, the freehold is available. Is anyone taking advantage of that tonight?
If it takes care of the banality, then yeah, I'd like to go in there for a bit.
You would, okay. It's too bad Penn isn't here. Penn would know this through her remembrances. Lily, give me a gray mare plus intelligence, 7s and up.
Gray mare and intelligence.
Yes, please.
7 or better. 3.
That's enough to okay. So,
one of them's a 10. Does that matter?
A little bit. I'll give you a little nudge for that. So, 2 things with respect to getting rid of banality. One of them is you can burn glamour to get rid of banality on a 1-to-1 basis, but then you have to get the glamour back. You can also get rid of the banality by spending overnight in a freehold. Now, the problem is your freehold only opens the doors on Thursdays. So overnight, none of you have tried it because overnight might mean a week.
Oh.
So no one has tried doing
Right,
overnight
because all we've
on the
had
seventh
is
floor.
that time passes differently in here. So like
It does.
we've gone in and spent some time and come out, and it is exactly the time it was when we went in.
But does
Um,
overnight mean overnight in normal people hours or overnight in changeling hours?
yeah, like what? I don't know.
I mean, better question is, can we roll to like how do we sense whether or not there's other freeholds anywhere that we might be able to make use of other than Penn's beguiling?
You would have to.
We've never actually asked
around.
if we could even like go in to the beguiling.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
You would have to ask around, and freeholds are usually very, very well protected, very well hidden, and since the sundering are not something that is, there are laws of hospitality, but there are still people who are a little about sharing their freeholds.
Mm.
I mean, technically, there's the endless trot. I mean, we found dross there. It's dangerous, but we found dross there. Or I didn't find dross there. Other people found dross there.
Well, yeah, well, collectively, yeah, we did. But I mean, that would be kind of a similar problem, just bigger and with more dangers. Because we don't know how much time, what the time difference would be in there versus coming back to real life and going, hey, so where were you for a week?
Especially little old me.
Yeah, because people keep checking where you are.
And they're gonna be checking on me.
Right. It's like, well, I mean, for me, I just got my boss at the library, and he's tends to be kind of cranky and sensitive anyway. So, I don't know.
Well, if I'm gone for a week, things will die.
Right. Like you gotta feed stuff, and well, Laura has to water plants and things. Like being gone for weeks, kind of.
Yeah, the greenhouse just, as one of those FYIs, at some point over the past day or two, she's gone and she's, watered her plants, and the greenhouse made sure that they had sufficient everything and all that, housekeeping item.
Right. I mean, if we were gonna, like, because I feel like we ought to test this, but like if we were going to, we kind of have to sort of build into our schedules, I think. Just like, well, I mean, we also don't know a week, it's a month, a year later, like what?
What? I guess, okay, so how hard up are we for getting glamour at this point? If you have banality, how long? Because I'm not sure of the rules on this. How long can you keep that banality before it starts having a negative effect on you, like permanently?
It's not keeping it. It's the fact that it can build, and when it builds
fair.
and starts to become permanent, that's when it starts to have a negative effect. It can take a while.
You know what? Then I'm just gonna live with it until I get like a second one, then burn a couple of glamour because I'm way up on my glamour right now. So I think I should just said that right off and just been like, oh, in that case, then if anyone suggests it, Lee's just gonna ride it out.
Well, no, wait, don't we have group draws? What if we just like,
we do have a bag of holdings.
Right. So like, why don't we just kind of use one of those? Or well, we could, anyways. Or like Laura said, we could go to the Tron and pick up some more stuff, and then like that way.
Or I can write it out.
Okay. I'm just
old school changeling. Yeah, I'm gonna walk it off.
I'm gonna ride it out. Just,
Banality.
just do it.
I'll walk it off.
It's only a flesh wound.
It's just one, and it's probably menial shit like signing stuff that set it off. So hey.
Yeah, no, I'm just Lily's just throwing out information there.
Yeah, no, it's
You know.
it's good. It's good. I mean, people watching at home need that. I need that. Yeah, absolutely works.
Just before we go to break, Alette, your day was the three of you taking a truck full of animals down to Pinewood Studios, one of the larger studio spaces, larger stages, so that all the doors are closed. If anything got out, it'd be easy to catch. And three guys and a girl, all pretty much in khaki pants and various colored golf shirts with clipboards, asking questions, standing well back from the animals as Dan watched. Keith hung by the car or by the driver's side of the truck, and you got to show off all the animals. And they just quietly scribbled notes while you were like, and this is this, and it can do this, and we have it trained to do this. And of course, you're whispering little bits to the animals going, okay, now do this and really, really astound them. Okay, you know what? If you do this, it'll fuck them up. Do this, it'll be funny. And after about 3 solid hours of that, going through a lot of the animals, you put them back in, and Dan goes, so which of the animals would you like to see on set? And they kind of confer and put their heads together, and there's mumbling and whispering, and one looks up and says, all of them.
At once?
Well, no, have all of them here. We'll use them in different bits, but if you have to go back to the zoo to get an animal, that's 2 hours we're not shooting. An hour for you to drive up there, get the animal, an hour to come back. And we can't do 2 hours without shooting.
Oh, no, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure you didn't want all of them on set at the same time, because, you know, funny thing, some animals eat others, so yeah.
Ooh, could we?
No.
Oh, that's right. You make money off the animals. Like, okay, yeah, no, we won't do that. Now, are they okay at being in those small cages all day? And the girl goes, I don't know. If I was in a small cage all day, I would not be happy.
Right?
So is there some accommodation we need to make, or can they just be in the cages all day?
No, it's best not to keep them in there all day. I suggest we kind of get this show on the road. As soon as you start filming, soon we can get some of them out, get some air.
Well, yes, but if we want, say we're shooting tomorrow and we want you to bring them all down, then what do we do with the ones that we're not using tomorrow and we're using the next day?
You just leave them where they are. We'll tend to them.
Yeah, like I said, are they going to be happy in those? Are they going to be okay in those cages?
Okay, well, why don't you show me around set? Let's see what we can find. Maybe, you know, they can get a little trailer. Who knows?
Oh, you mean like have the carpenters build you a little beast hut or something?
That could work.
You know, one of the guys goes, kennels. We could build kennels.
That could work. You know, or an enclosure. You know, why don't you show me around? Let's see what you got.
Okay, and then they spend another hour or two taking you around. You can find, if you go to Google Maps and you zoom in on Pinewood Studios and switch it over to the aerial view, you can see what the buildings look like. There are a lot of very large buildings. There are a lot of temporary buildings there as well. Having been at Pinewood and worked there, it changes frequently. So there will be a number of interesting structures that could be turned into enclosures or kennels. You know, at one point, one of them will go, wait, oh, over here, we've got that leftover village from that bad sci-fi we did last year. We could convert 2 of them into kennels. You know, one of them goes, yeah, extras left it like animals would leave it. Christ.
Meanwhile, I'm recording all this because I'm trying to get like a layout of everything, and I'm sending it to the group.
Okay. Excellent. Well, we are, I think, at a natural pause point. We have yet to get Mr. Donovan Osgood involved, but trust me, he's not just being here to be a pretty face. He will be involved in Act 2 of The Motley Goes to the Movies. So I think it's about a good time for everyone to grab a bio break, dehydrate, rehydrate, whatever you do with hydrate, have some of that DMHO stuff, because I'm told it is just fantastic stuff and your body craves it. So we'll see y'all in about 5 to 7 minutes. Thanks for coming along with us, viewers. Stay tuned for part 2 where things get even more fun.
Paint your sky in phthalo blue and alizarin crimson, swirls of cadmium yellow, sienna and vermilion. Make it any way you want, 'cause it's your world in the end. Paint yourself a little tree and give it a little friend. Pick the colors that you like, held together on your brush. If you don't like it, you can try again, there is no rush. You don't need to justify, you got nothing to defend. Know that there is nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend. Paint your sky in phthalo blue, and alizarin crimson, swirls of cadmium yellow, sienna and vermilion. Make it any way you want, 'cause it's your world in the end. Paint yourself a little tree and give it a little friend. Pick the colors that you like, held together on your brush. If you don't like it, you can try again, there is no rush. You don't need to justify, you got nothing to defend. Know that there is nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend.
Welcome back, viewers. So for those of you who are joining us for the second round, the Motley has done a little bit of computer Googling, a little bit of pounding the pavement, and a little bit of exploring. And one of them already has a job. A couple of them are getting close to having jobs. It looks like our Motley is moving into the movie business. So Alette has been down there with the animals on day one. So on Friday, Alette has been asked, again, accompanied by Dan and Keith, trundle down there with the animals again. Oh, wait, was it Gary last time? Who was it yesterday? You know what? No, it was Keith. Okay, this time it'll be Gus. Why not? Gus hasn't driven for a while. So Gus will do the driving down. Keith will take the day off. Lara has been hired by Unit 11 to work as a set decorator. And we have Lily and Lee who are applying where?
Well, Lily already sent her resume in to apply through Mandy.com.
Okay. Doing the same thing, Lee?
Yeah. What's
So
Lee doing?
Lee doing the same thing?
Lee's actually gotten a phone number from Aaron, who has a connection. Barry, who works at the
right.
studio.
Yes. Yes, yes. So it's a quick little phone call. You can tell it's a cell phone because it's the guy's moving and there's a lot going on in the background. And he's like, yeah, Barry, you got him.
Hey, so Aaron, who works as a social worker, gave me your number.
Aaron.
Last
Richardson.
name.
Aaron Richardson. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. How's the old bastard doing?
Better than ever. Actually, funnily enough, he's my caseworker, and he wanted to help me in getting into film, specifically, hopefully being a production assistant of some kind.
Okay. What kind of background you got?
Well, that's the thing. I don't necessarily quite remember per se, but what I do know about the current present me right now, I'm a go-getter, do what I'm told, more than willing to do any kind of running around, any kind of odd job, quite dependable and flexible in my abilities.
Oh, you know how many kids we got that are like, could do that? So how come you don't have a resume? No work history? This is your first job?
Maybe. Long story short, Barry, and without going into too much detail, you can ask for more. That's all fine. I don't mind. I've got long-term memory loss, or amnesia, as some people would call it.
Oh, well, hell, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I do know is that I feel a good connection of working here and it's sort of stirred up some stuff. And if it continues to stir up memories and memories of working in the field, I'm more than happy to do any odd job that you have on
So
site.
maybe a little muscle memory going on there, and you're hoping it kind of triggers the big brain to dig into the back and find out what's okay. So you'd be a bit of a charity case, but that's okay. We've got room for that. Yeah, because Aaron referred you to me. I can probably, yeah. What are you doing this afternoon?
Oh,
say about 3 hours.
I think I'd be about like moved in by then. If it's Friday.
You don't have a whole lot to move in, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm free in about 3 hours or so.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Get down to Pinewood and meet me at Studio 4. Just ask for Studio 4. Ask for Barry. And yeah, we'll see if we can hook you up. Have you got ID?
I do.
Okay, beautiful. That's all we need.
Great. We'll see you then.
And one of the things, as an aside, that Jen and Aaron would have arranged for you is a standard Ontario identification card, wonderful little purple card, with the address of your new location on it. And it turns out when they said it was a basement of a third floor walk up, what they actually meant, and I don't know where the confusion was, is you're in a first floor apartment on the Bleecker Street Co-op. Nice. So when you get there, as you unlock, there's a package of documents waiting for you there as well, with a quick, could you sign this and drop it off at the office, please? And it's basically the co-op rules. The co-op will charge you X percentage of your wages. So your rent is based upon how much money you're making. Noise complaints are dealt with this way. Laundry complaints are dealt with that way. There is a laundry card, and they mentioned it's already got $20 on it. Here's how you recharge it. A little map of the complex, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Here's our phone number if you need anything. Have a nice day.
Awesome. And it's like a little furnished apartment, I assume, or something like that? Barely.
There is a bed and a nightstand. The hospital was nicer furniture. In the living room, there is a futon, kind of a couch futon, a stuffed chair that is seen somewhere but isn't too horrible. A coffee table. There's a small kitchen table and a couple of chairs. There are a few pots and pans. There are enough bowls and dishes for one person to, actually go maybe a whole 2 days without having to wash things. You're still going to want to probably supplement, because a lot of the stuff looks like it's been used. It's clean. It's taken care of. But yeah, it has been handed down.
All right.
Okay.
It's a roof over my head. That's a step in the right direction.
Okay. Alette, you're down there, or you're heading down there with the animals. Lara, you're at Unit 11 first thing in the morning, and they're starting you off light and easy with getting coffee. Go down the street, grab 2 dozen donuts, bring them back, please. File these pictures, take a look at these things. Nothing to do with plants yet, but there's lots of bits and pieces and things to do.
It's okay. Lara goes down and grabs the coffee and grabs herself a mocha with a double shot of espresso, of course.
I was waiting for that. Yeah, the extra caffeine. Okay, it was a mocha. Wait, there's another shoe. There we go.
Lara doesn't order simple coffees.
No. Lara orders caffeine with a hint of flavor.
With a caffeine with a little bit of water.
Okay. Lily, you get a call as you're getting ready to go to work Friday morning.
Yes.
From somebody at Pinewood Studios, and says, we received your resume. when are you looking to start?
Well, I mean, as soon as you need me, really.
Can you come down in an hour for an interview?
Now you said they were calling me as I was getting ready to go to work. Well, not that's what have you got after that? Because that's I could try when would my lunch break be for?
Oh, you are not going to make it down there and back on lunch.
Oh, Fisk. Well, no, I think Wilson would be really peeved if I called this late in the day to try and beg off. How is tomorrow for you guys at Pinewood?
Ooh, we really need you to come in today.
Hey. What time today?
Well, if you can't be down in an hour, how does 2 o'clock sound?
Yeah, that sounds more plausible.
Okay, we'll see you at 2. Come down to Pinecrest, and you want to, you'll see where the extra holding is, and you're going to want to go to the office just down the hall from extra holding.
Just
yeah, look
down
for the taped up signs that say production office.
Production office. Alrighty, sounds like a plan. Thank you very much for calling.
You're very welcome. We'll see you too.
Alrighty, awesome. And hang up and immediately call Wilson.
William.
I keep getting that switched around. William.
Okay, phone rings and you hear the click and you hear William, and he says, "Thank you for calling. I am not at my desk at this moment. However, if you will leave me a message with your phone number, I will call you as soon as I am back from the very important thing that I must be doing. Thank you and have a great day." Beep.
I'm going to hang up before the beep and think a minute. Does William have like a reception or something? Because there's someone else in there I could call.
Yeah, actually, there would be a desk number for one of the other librarians.
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay. And you get it rings about 4 or 5 times and it gets picked up and you get, "Yes, hello. Oh, yeah. Whatchamacallit? Yes, that's who we are. Yes, hello. Yes, Merrill Collection."
Hi, yeah. This is Lily calling.
Oh, hi, Lily.
Yeah, hi. I'm trying to get a hold of William, but it seems he is not in his office right now, and it's slightly urgent. So do you is he in today? Have you seen him?
No, he called off sick this morning.
Oh darn. Yeah, because I'm calling in because I've got a slight emergency of my own, and I need to. I can't do the full day today. So I'm not. I'm trying to reach out and make sure things are covered.
Oh, come on. It's, you know how busy we get. Oh my, whatever shall we do? So
well, I like to.
Yeah, William's not here. Don't worry about it. You take the day and do what you got to do.
All right, I'll just have to explain it to him later. I appreciate the chat anyway. So thank you, and I hope you have a good day.
Okay.
Yep. All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay, well, then I'm just going to not go to work and wait till an appropriate time to head out to this Pinewood Theaters for 2 p.m.
Okay. So Alette and Lara are both there, learning the joys of working in the movie business already. Strangely, Lee and Lily are both arriving at about the same time at Pinewood. Now, Lara and Alette are both over at Revival, which is kind of just up the street. But Lily and Lee are both arriving at Pinewood about the same time. And Lee, you go in through the main gates and ask where Studio 4 is, and you get directions down that way and third large building, hook a left. Lily, you get there, and before you even get to the gates, you can see the sign that says extras holding this way through another kind of side gate. So you go that way in, and you follow the signs, and that leads you weirdly to stage number 4. So just outside the stage area, the two of you will see each other.
Oh, hi, Lee.
Hey.
What you doing?
I'm here to see a guy for a production job. How about
Well, because I got called for an interview type thing because I applied online, and I was just following the signs. This doesn't look like the directions I was given over the phone. I'm a little confused.
You're possibly looking for the production office or something?
Yeah, that's what I got told.
I was told to come to this studio and meet Barry. My one of my social workers, Aaron, has a connection here with a guy named Barry.
Oh, okay. So, right. So like job from a friend kind of thing. That's cool.
Yeah, referral kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with the whole, because I had to plug in my like resume and stuff, and you don't remember. So, yeah. Well, I guess I'll just kind of tag along until we, maybe Barry will know where this production office is, or maybe I'm supposed to talk to him. I don't know.
Or maybe there are signs to the production office. Cliff, can I take a look around?
Um,
Do you remember what you were told, Lily?
I wrote it down. It says extra holding, and there's an office just down the hall, and it says production office with a lot of like tape and stuff.
So right on the corner of the huge building that says Studio 4 is a cardboard sign that says extra holding, nice thick black magic marker with an arrow around the corner.
Oh, duh. Okay. Just getting turned around up in this place.
I mean, it's pretty big. I still need to go in myself. Actually, I'd have to go in myself so I can ask for because there's nobody out here, I assume, eh?
Nope, there are people wandering around, but nobody is hanging around that area.
Well, you know what, Lily? I'll go in with you part way, and because I gotta look for somebody. So
yeah, sure, we can, kind of buddy up and see what we can see and find what we can find.
Okay, you stroll about halfway down this long stretch of wall building, and there's an open double door on the left, and you step inside, and it is a huge cavernous area, cement floor. It's got that feel and smell of a big cement building with steel struts and everything, and it is chaos. There are people everywhere. There are people rushing back and forth with armfuls of clothing. There are several people with clipboards. There is shouting. There is a huge noise level. It looks like this huge building is about half the building. There are at least 4 hallways off of it. And there's just this massive humanity going on. Donovan, if you would roll me a Greymare plus perception.
Very sorry, I gotta open up my character sheet here.
Yes, please. Yes, surprise.
Oh shit.
Greymare plus perception.
Greymare plus perception. Jeez, that's a lot of dice. Okay, sorry.
Sevens and above.
1 or 10s. Are 10s double when they are in
No. It's a little different than vampire. If you have a specialty, that doubles your 10s.
Doesn't look like I do, but that's okay. I got 4. All of them 10s.
It's too bad this isn't vampire.
So-
Damn.
That
So
would be
new
amazing.
characters then? We're
Straight out of the
creating new
gate.
characters, or
Yeah.
We are
Okay.
there. Oh boy.
As you are gliding through the chaos of Studio 4, as is your wont, going from point A to point B, there are 2 people who definitely catch your eye. And they catch your eye because they give off that vibe that says they're not like the rest of the mass that are around here. They're like you.
Okay.
Now, Lee and Lily,
Yes.
could you roll me a perception plus gray mare, but you only score 9s and 10s?
Perception, Creamer. Now I do have an extra thing there.
What's your specialty?
Glamour.
Nope.
That would apply, actually, believe it or not, in this case.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, when I rolled absolutely nothing.
Excellent.
So what's? Oh, I got a couple of 10s. That's neat.
Damn.
Oh. Uh-oh. The jig is up.
And a 9. So 3 altogether, and 2 of which are 10s.
So the 2 10s double for 4, and the 9 is, so that's 5. That's actually pretty good. So, Donovan, describe.
I see you.
Yeah. Describe to our Motley and to the other people in the audience who are viewing what you look like as a human.
Okay, as a human, Donovan is about 6 feet. His hair seems to be artfully mussed in that sense of he's probably the kind of guy that like wets his hair down, runs his hand through it once, and it sort of flumps into that sort of, hey, you just got your hair styled by a stylist and you paid like $90 to do it sort of thing. He's wearing a maroon turtleneck. He's wearing khakis. He's got a clipboard, and at the same time, he's balancing it sort of alongside a tablet, and he is just sort of constantly on the thing. He's basically turns to one day. He says, "Jerry, did you get that order for lumber? 2:30, excellent. Barbara, those frocks, we need those for that period piece next week. What do you mean they're not coming in? Like, I trust you, love you, you can deal with it. Mark, we need that leather stuff for the Viking piece. It's on Tuesday, man. No, seriously, Tuesday. Yeah, that moved it up. I don't know. Hey, baby, I love you. Hey, you, and he points directly at Lily. Did you bring me my muffins?
Now, for Lee and Lily, suddenly
you're
this
supposed to
gender's
bring
right
muffins.
there, pointing at
I
Lily.
literally.
He is an exceptionally good-looking man as well. Lee, all you can tell is he's an exceptionally good-looking,
Wow.
very, very energetic gentleman. Lily, oh, you know, he has pointy ears somewhere in there.
Emanating
Yeah.
pointy ears.
I'm just going, why would I have muffins? I showed up for an interview.
If you don't want to get him, I could get him.
Interview. Wait. I don't.
Yeah,
hold on.
I sent in a resume yesterday. I got a phone call today. They said come in an hour. I couldn't come in an hour. They
You
said
want to
come in
bury
2.
his kids?
It is 2. I am here. It is 2.
I'm looking for Barry.
You're one of Barry's kids.
No, I'm looking for Barry. I wouldn't say one of his kids yet.
He probably already hired you. It's fine. But I know they're both. I know they're both Faye.
Yep.
Okay. But you're not a Barry's kid.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Can you fetch a coffee?
Y'all point me at the where's the food truck?
Did I pass the craft services on the way?
Yeah, the where with the food and the.
No, you didn't pass one, but it'd
Do
be
you know where
easy enough to
Starbucks
find.
is?
Yeah, I can get you coffee.
I mean, don't put yourself out. It's fine. fine.
No, I can get what here. No, I'm getting out
it's fine.
pen. I'm getting out paper.
No,
What kind? What do you
it's
want?
fine. I got other jobs for you anyway. I need you to actually, you know what? Come with me. Yeah, you too. You can get me a coffee later. It's fine. Come. I got this. This is the thing I need to do. Okay, come on. And he starts walking off. He basically looks back. Seriously? No.
Yeah, no, she's
Okay.
No, okay.
No,
Yeah.
Leah's fault. Leah is like on your heels. Like she's right behind you.
Good. No, I mean, this is great. And he turns, he's like, Ira, you're doing wonderful. Love you, sort of thing. We need to move that furniture. We need to up. Yeah, what is that? That's not gingham. What? No. Out. No, it's fine. It's fine. Barry will deal with it. It's fine. And he just basically just sort of does this orchestrating, directing thing, pointing at everything. He's flipping through the tablet. Like you can't possibly think that there's actually anything going on the tablet because he's like scrolling it. It's just like it's going all over.
Oh, you meant like okay.
Like a digital tablet. He's just like scrolling with his finger like this, just like flipping through.
Boy, this guy runs a
And
tight
he
ship.
leads you to an office. Inside.
Does it have a name on it?
Donovan.
Storyteller.
Nope.
So we
Or just has a D on it.
has a what?
Just a D, the letter D.
Oh, okay.
Room D.
Sure. So following mystery busy man.
You get in. He closes the door, turns around. So what are you doing here?
I'm looking for a job. I don't know about you.
I told you I put in a resume yesterday.
No, you're not.
No, I did.
I mean,
no, I did too. I made a
I
connection.
I don't have that. So, but no, seriously though, why are you here?
To
Did she
work in
send you?
film. Who are you talking about?
Smurf color Barbie. She's always meddling. She's just a constant headache.
I'm just like
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm just like looking back and forth between Lee.
What was your name?
Yeah, we don't.
Because you're giving me a very Madeline Kahn energy right now, and I don't know where it's coming from. But
like
what is
you have? Who are you? You haven't even said your name. Like
we haven't really done pleasantries yet. Like, do we know you? Do we owe you money?
You started by asking me for muffins. I didn't.
Yeah, like first of all,
it's looking up the name of the. Oh, the other way.
It was fun. I just like grilling a person when they're confused.
Darn it, Cliff! I can't find the name.
Hang on.
Who are you? What have you done with the muffins?
There it is.
Let's start with
Dana. Did Dana send you? Seriously, I don't have time for this crap right now.
No, Aaron sent me to find Barry.
Baroness
so I could get a job
Barbie.
here.
Where's that name? Sorry, guys.
That's fine.
In your chat.
Holmschmidt. Nothing?
Is that German? Scandinavian? Austrian? There's a
Work with
difference.
me, please.
I will once you point me in the direction of Barry.
Why are you here? Why are you here with your glamour and your interruptions of my stuff?
Oh, glamour. He's just calling
Want
us
to
glamour
know
pussies
if the
now.
Baroness sent you.
I didn't think I was that glamorous. I mean, I don't.
Neither do I.
I don't dress
I just
that
got out of
fancy.
a hospital. Like, Jesus.
Really gonna be like that?
Don't know what you're talking about, dude.
We don't even know your name yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My name is Donovan. I run the show here.
Was that so hard?
Honestly. And I'm late for my interview now.
Yeah, that was her alarm going off just now. Yeah.
did the Duke send you then? If it wasn't Smurfette.
I don't know any dukes.
Donovan, with all due respect,
All
I
right,
think
we're
you need a
getting
few days
somewhere.
off.
Do you know the Baroness?
Maybe you're a little overworked.
Maybe. What Baroness? We're in Canada, dude.
Isn't there like a prime minister or something?
Yeah, I mean that.
Okay,
There's also Queen of England. It's a constitutional monarchy.
Donovan.
Parliament has all the power.
Donovan, your actual introduction to the scene, being in the main room, giving orders and stuff, is a sufficient bunk to kick on the sovereign.
Fair.
Um,
What do I do with that?
consider it.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
You're going to
Oh, no.
you're going to roll your sovereign level
Oh
plus sovereign plus Fey.
Oh my god.
And normally you would do 7s or better, but because you did the whole grand entrance, you'll be doing 6s or better.
Oh good.
And 10s double.
10s do double.
Yes,
Okay.
in this case.
Okay.
It's rare, but I'll give you that.
10s double?
Yep.
Okay, so 11.
Okay. Lillian Lee, when you were in the presence of the Baroness, do you know that kind of feeling you have of protocol and following certain rules, and there is a way things are done, and that is the only way they will be tolerated?
Mhm.
You just got slapped with that to about a factor of 5 more.
Lily.
Yeah.
Is he?
Oh yeah. I knew a while ago. I was trying to pretend. Wouldn't work.
I wasn't pretending. What?
He's right here. He can hear you. So I'm going again.
Mm?
I love when I break Clef.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you here? Why and who sent fledglings to my room? To my work site? Why, what is your purpose for being here? It's okay, you're not in trouble. I just don't like the Baroness meddling with my shit.
Right.
We didn't get told that necessarily anyone else would be here, so we didn't know we were meddling.
Well, then why are you here? How many more of you are there?
Who knows?
Whoa, what do you mean? Who knows?
No, okay,
No.
Lee, when you tried to say who knows, it don't come out that way.
Oh.
Again, top level protocol.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we can't.
Talking,
We can't BS our way through this.
Yeah, you can't sass.
You'll never
You can't
bullshit
sass.
your
Yeah.
way. It's fine.
If you sass, just to let you guys know, if you sass, you will feel glamour going.
Okay.
Holy balls.
Okay. Okay. So
Well,
who?
well,
knew?
So there's us two.
Yeah.
Three more.
3 more.
Right?
5. What?
3 more? 3 more. Yeah.
The entire fucking Feywild is descending on my. Oh, okay. No. That's fine. It's
No,
fine.
just
fine.
us.
No, I got this.
I mean,
why are there 5 of you coming into my studio?
Well, we didn't know it was your studio, but we heard there's a lot of banality, maybe.
I'm sorry. No. Say again. Speak into my good ear.
Yes. Well, I am sorry. Yes, but we didn't know it was your studio, but that we because we heard there might be a lot of banality, maybe, and we should we need to stop that. And there was an oath.
So where are the other ones? Might as well have you all here.
Not here. Well, no. Out of character. Do I know? Does Lily know the other two are here?
Would they have sent in the group chat?
You talked about it Thursday at the
So
Freehold.
yeah, like we
So you'd have
would
an
know-
idea that they're probably on site somewhere.
right. So well, at least two others are here. What's the in-game reason for Penn? Or
Oh, she's
part of the story department, I think. Or
she's still trying to get a job. She's
Oh,
busy at the
okay.
beguiling.
okay. So and the other one is well, she has a regular, so she's busy right now.
So how many of you are here now?
That would be 4 of us.
Four. Four, me and her.
Can
and,
you contact your? I'm assuming you're all friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice little kiss. That's great. That's nice. It's just so perfect. Yes. She's always sending me kids. Fine. Can you get them here now?
Yeah. Give me a minute. So get out phone and group text and go. SOS. We have been discovered. There is I know I rolled well. Do I know exactly what he is?
You believe he is a she.
And so I'm just gonna type, there's a she here. He's not pleased.
Say what studio we're in.
And we're building 4, studio 4. Big cardboard pasted sign says extra holding.
Lara writes back, okay, going to take a break. Have lots of coffee. Do you want one? And you
No,
notice
thanks.
that this comes back like really, really, really fast. This message comes back like
Ding.
No thanks. Heart emoji.
Oh, that's Lara. Cool.
Yes. What, do you want a coffee? Do you want a coffee?
I mean, I don't want coffee. Do you want a coffee?
Fine. Well, you got a friend coming with coffee? Good.
Yeah.
Get me a grande, half milk, half soy, no foam, 3/4 froth, extra chip, Java chip, Frappuccino blended coffee.
Lily types this down exactly, but she is not pleased. This is not my order. It's the she. FML.
Lara writes back, on a segue right now, already have triple Americano, sorry. That's what he's getting.
Oops, shrug emoji.
Amazing. Okay.
I love this. I'm pretty sure Alette's phone's going ping, 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 ping.
It totally is.
Responds, SOS as in, do we need to kick his ass?
More like save our shit.
No,
Gotcha.
but please be here soon. ASAP.
That was good timing.
Donovan leans out the door. Hold on. Leans out the door. Amanda. Yeah, there's going to be 2 femme presenting. He leans inside again. Femme presenting.
Yep.
And male presenting. What are we looking at?
Femme presenting.
2 femme going to be looking for me specifically. Send them up when they get here. One will have coffee. Shuts the door.
Oh.
Yeah, let them know. Just to ask for me directly. Ask for Donovan.
Ask for
Amanda
Donovan.
will send them up.
Lara, it's back. Like Bailey?
What? Out of game. Crystal doesn't get this.
Donovan Bailey is an
Brenner.
athlete
Okay.
who's from, like, basically the Greater Toronto area.
Okay.
Back in
Would
the
Lily know that?
90s.
Lily would probably know that, right?
Back in the 90s.
Yeah, Lily would know that. Sure. No, not that one. A different one. It's. I'm pretty sure it's a she. Just please come quick.
Lara writes back, still on my way. This is a really, really long trip from one studio to another. On a Segway, taking a while.
Now, on the upside, Lara is very easy to get away from Unit 11. The place is chaos. You swear, even being there the first day, that you come in, check in, say hi to 3 people, screw off, find a place to sleep until closing time, around 9 o'clock, come back in, say, hey, that was a busy day, have a good one. And nobody would probably bat an eye. Matter of fact, you think about half the staff are probably doing that. You're not sure.
Showbiz.
Yep. Alette, your getting away is a little trickier because they are currently working with the carpenters to build a kind of paddock/kennel area so some of the animals can be out of the small cages. This is proving to be quite a challenge for the birds because they don't understand aviary. They really don't, but they're energetic about it. So there's lots of sawdust and bits and pieces going on. Dan is kind of confused by it all. And Gus is sleeping in the front of the truck, so he doesn't care. So are you just going to stroll off, or are you going to let them know that you're going someplace for a moment?
I'm going to take one of the angry birds with me, and I'm going to say, Dan, they are fine. I will be back.
Where are you taking him?
I cannot leave him with you. He's temperamental right now. He needs to cool off. He's a bit of a diva.
Okay. Take him for a bit of a wing, as long as you're back here before whatever this is. I don't know. I'll watch.
Got it.
And then he's back to the carpenters. And again, you can hear him going, no, you're doing that wrong too. Jesus, how often do I have to tell them? No, they're not going to perch on that. And then you've got a good 15, 20-minute walk ahead of you to get from Revival to Pinewood to where it is. So you'll be a few minutes. So we'll return to the scene in the office.
Right. So, well, I'll have seen their text replies and gone, well, they are coming. It's a large property, so they'll be a little while. One is bringing coffee. Unfortunately, what is being brought is not what you ordered. Sorry.
Just kind of fast.
I wasn't expecting. I'm pretty sure that drink actually doesn't exist. He basically turns, walks around, does a full Riker over the chair. So he sits with the back to it. I still would like to know, though, why you're here. It's not a coincidence that 5 young, impressionable childer probably are crashing my party.
Not crashing, didn't know it was your party.
Semantics. So You're still here is the point, though.
Yes.
Doesn't matter whose it is. It's the fact that you're here in the first place, and I'm asking why.
Because
You can't lie to me.
yeah, and Lily is like struggling with this. Like trying to I don't want to.
Lee is white knuckling, trying not to open her mouth right now.
It's not working. The curse is foiled again.
He turns to Lily, bats his baby blues, and you can sort of see now. He sort of lets just a little bit of the glamour fade. You can see the 3 different colors in his eyes, and just the barest hint of the extra beauty of the she.
Yeah, how would anybody counter this? Like,
why are you here?
Storyteller who's muted.
Was muted. You're not of higher rank.
No. But I mean, I got some charisma and manipulation and stuff like that.
Okay, so you'd have to be of higher rank to actually counter it. If you want to ignore it, you can ignore it. However, you will take a minus 11 dice penalty. Jesus. Because that's how many successes he rolled, which means whatever you're rolling is minus 11 dice. So if you decide to ignore it and it goes to conflict, even social or verbal conflict,
I would lose anyway.
Yeah, you're pretty much saying, okay, I only have 9 dice. Oh, look, he gets 2 more and I get none.
Yeah. So yeah. Rabble. Okay.
You know, it's
kind of leans on the desk.
It's funny. Every coterie I've seen, just like this Motley. What do you mean I have to be polite? Damn it, I want to sass.
But I was having fun.
Okay, at this point, the Segway would roll up to room D, and Lara would have arrived to where she needs to be.
Lara's knocking on the door.
Come in. He gets up, sort of does almost like a half slide, TJ Hooker style over the desk. So, cracks the door open. Fantastic. Takes the coffee.
So you must be Donovan.
Yeah.
Bailey. It's just Donovan, right?
No, just come in.
Okay. All right.
Willie is like desperately sort of.
Oh, hi.
It's like really uncomfortable.
And again, Lara, you can feel the level of formality in the room, the courtly requirements to being polite, following the rules.
It's like walking from outside into that air-conditioned wall.
Yeah.
From a hot day into an air-conditioned room.
Okay. Anyone want to tell me what's going on?
Come in. Have a seat. You've got
You're
lots to
being
discuss.
given the 3rd degree.
Yeah.
I mean,
why?
I haven't even gotten to the 1st degree yet. You haven't told me why you're here.
I work here. She shows her pass. And I'm not sassing. I'm actually I'm being honest.
I'm not talking about that, little childer. I'm talking about why you are here. Did the Baroness send you? Your companions are being a little less forthright, and I'm kind of getting a little tired of it.
Baroness?
Yeah.
Just twiddling my thumbs.
A storyteller at a character. What am I allowed to do? Am I allowed to actually lie, or am I?
Nope.
Okay.
Only one of the 4 of you would be allowed to lie in this situation, and she hasn't arrived yet.
Shit.
Right.
you'll have to be more specific. Baroness. I mean, England has a lot of baronesses, and I'm sure some of them are over here in Canada. Which baroness?
Can I tell what everyone is? Do I need to do the...
You would need to roll. Instead of kenning, it would be Grey Marin intelligence. And to figure them out, Lara would be the easiest one to figure out, likely, because
difficulty
that Kif is not as rare as the other two.
Fair.
So 7s and above, and tell me what you get of each of them.
A 9, a 10, a 7, a 5, 5, 4.
You can tell Lara is probably a Pisky. You're not sure what Lily is, but you've got a feeling it might be one of the advisory races that works really tightly with she, of which there are a couple. You got no clue what Lee is.
Fair.
And at this point, there's another knock on the door. For Alette has arrived and been pointed to Donovan's office, or his temporary office. When you show up in Studio 4, it's like, where's Donovan? It's like, oh, yeah, him. Oh, and you get a combination of some people doing the, oh, God, Donovan. Oh, and other people going, oh, Donovan. Yeah.
That micromanaging, really handsome bastard.
Yes.
Donovan opens the door. Come in. I mean, if you really need to bring the bird.
She comes in, looks at everybody. Okay, who did it?
Do
I
what?
have an angry pigeon, and I'm not afraid to use it.
What bird does she have? Storyteller. Cliff.
I'm not sure. What bird did you grab, Alette?
I grabbed the pigeon.
A pigeon. She has.
Oh, I
has a
thought you had
pigeon.
maybe like an owl or a hawk or something.
That would have been even more funny. But anyway.
She has a pigeon. Alette, just to let
Angry
you know,
pigeon.
being a puka, you too can feel the whole courtly. It's like walking from a busy foyer into a court that is in session with a judge talking. Everything is suddenly feeling it should be hushed. There should be protocol. It should be polite. However, you are a puka. You don't have to tell the truth. It is not in your genetic makeup to do so necessarily. Yeah, it's you don't dare prank anyone right now because that would go bad. But truth, yeah, that's relative, and it's not your relative.
Ladies.
You're not
Gentle-
wrong. You're
gentle
correct.
folk. I want to be polite and I want to be correct. The point I'm trying to get to here is that you're all here on my turf. You know, you keep saying that you didn't know it was my turf, and that's fine. See, I don't have a problem with you not knowing I was here. That was the point of my being here. The point I'm trying to get to is I want to know why you are here. Why not at the studio across the way? Why not at the Cineplex? Why here?
This one offered better health insurance,
Okay, no.
better benefits.
I'm gonna make that roll for her too, just so I can see through the sass. I mean,
Sass him, Alette. Sass him.
Please, all the sass.
a 9 and 8, a 6 and an 8, a 4 and a 5.
Yeah, you can tell that's a puka.
This is what I need. Okay. You all deal with it a second. love you in crazy words. Okay. Ladies, gentlefolk. It's not a difficult question. And yet, for some reason, you are reluctant to answer it. And I would like to know is why. Why are you here? What business do you have at this geographic location?
Is there a way I could roll to find out why he wants to know so bad? Storyteller.
I'd just say so.
Yeah, you could
let me-
actually, if you rolled. Things are just a little different from.
Let me change gears. In the interests of cooperation and then getting you out of my hair, what can I help you accomplish? What can I help you do?
Well, I mean, you ask why we are here, but we don't know why you are here.
I run the place.
And we don't know. Again, we were told that we didn't think we would run into anyone.
Well, she probably didn't tell you.
No, I'm pretty sure
Well-
she did give us a warning.
Did?
Possibly.
She's been up my ass for a long time right now. Anyway, that doesn't even, okay. Why?
So, well,
Did
so
you-
this is your place, you run it.
Uh-huh.
Is the suddenly forgetting the name.
I am more than happy to do whatever I can to help you accomplish your.
So is it then that this what are your thoughts on the Perry Hodgkins and His Adventures of Wolfheart University project? How do you feel about that?
Well, it's money making.
Yeah, but besides that,
people like nostalgia. What can I say? It's a thing. A new spin on an old story. Some people say it's going to be the next Harold Potrix. I don't. They point me in a direction. They say we need this. I get them that.
But can you take
Right.
it and turn it into that and flip it into that over there?
Usually, this is why I'm in the position I'm in. My trick and my skill is to get people to do what I need them to do, and my work reflects itself. This is a very busy lot. It may look a little frazzled, but we get everything done we need to get done.
But you, I mean, I realize it's not, say, in the works for very long, but I mean, you've been here a while, so would you be able to say one way or the other if it felt a little different to you?
I
with
mean,
with this project?
Honestly, yeah, maybe a little bit here and there. It's a constant struggle of bringing letting things get boring and then bringing in new creative talent, and it's
Right.
a constant juggle. I consider myself a recycler.
Okay, but so because we were told that this production would make a lot of boring, like an aggressive amount.
I mean, wow, that's a little exaggerating.
Well, I'm just saying what we were
Well,
told.
I don't know what it is. I just make the sets. I make the product. I have
I'm
no
not,
idea if
I'm
it's gonna
not
be a boring
putting,
movie.
not.
That's not my department. I mean, I haven't read it. Might be boring. I don't know.
Yeah, but
The creative spark comes from the set.
because you were asking why we were here and we were
Mhm.
sent here to somehow make it not be boring, because we were told it's going to be really, really boring.
Well, I mean, that's pretty negative. I mean, the writers.
I know it's very confusing because, from my understanding, performing arts is totally not boring at all.
That's what I was saying.
Right? But
So-
not this one.
Well, then how can we work together to make this and your presence here less boring?
We have a friend we'd like you to meet.
Wait.
Oh,
A friend of ours. She
go
can
on.
help make it not so boring.
Uh-huh. What's your friend's name? I may know her.
I'll let her speak for herself. She's quite the character.
Oh, Lara, like light bulbs go off in her head. She's like, oh, I mean, if you rewrite a boring story, maybe it won't be so boring.
There you go.
Yeah,
So
that's an idea.
Can you rewrite the boring story then?
That's not my department.
Mr. What is it just Donovan or is it
I mean, Mr. Osgood to all the money.
Osgood?
Donovan, everybody else works.
Osgood, like the law thing and the Oh.
I mean, of course, you wouldn't have to trouble yourself with that task.
I mean, it's not my department. The writers are a completely separate thing. I mean, I could try to influence it, but it doesn't even get written here. Here is all about the production.
But you have the
Right.
means of kind of.
We create the world here.
Right. But so if our friend was good at, say, writing very interesting stories, and you could just sort of nudge someone to say, hey, take on this extra storyboard person.
I think he's saying he doesn't have much pull in that area. He's very little influence, I would say. Am I correct?
No, well, I mean, yes and no. I can pull if I need to. But
Well, I
generally,
mean-
it doesn't reach my hands until the very end, until I know and I get the script as a baseline as to what's going to happen and where I need
Right.
to
So
put what
you're
pot of
more
plants, you know?
like the conductor of the orchestra rather
Exactly.
than say
Exactly.
someone writing the music.
I think he can't help us.
The
I
writer.
think he's not. He doesn't have the ability to help us, unfortunately. Maybe, and we're sorry, Mr. Osgood, for having interrupted your production. But maybe you can't help us. I mean, not everybody can do everything. Not everybody has that ability to
Well, I mean, I
influence
do,
the
but,
writers.
That actually has been something I've been wanting to look
Well, I mean, if it's too hard for you.
Out of character, Lara was trying to just not be that obvious.
Osgood?
Storyteller, can I flex?
Osgood.
Like flex how?
Sort of a Galadriel in Lord of the Rings.
He hasn't seen those movies yet.
Of the god.
He
Sort of thing,
hasn't
just
seen
that-
those films yet.
Make a Gandalf in
Again, he hasn't
Oh,
seen
my
any of them.
goodness.
You're losing him on the Lord of the Rings. Try another reference.
Hmm.
Ooh, when the evil emperor in Star Wars episode
Wow.
in the Empire Strikes Back. Yes. Lightning. No, that was
I
Return
mean,
of the
I've seen
Jedi.
all those, but
I don't want to like hurt or do anything else. I just want to sort of
do the ooh ah, I'm so all powerful. How dare
There's-
you at all mention that I might be not able to do things?
I am the Great Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, give me a
I'm
half a
Oz.
second here to
Good.
double check.
Pay
Great
no
Wizard of
attention
Oz.
to the man behind the curtain.
I am Osgood, the great and powerful. Who are you?
Smoke and flames.
I am Lee, the small and meek.
Too much cheek in this room. Here's the thing.
Yes.
There actually has been something I've been wanting to look into over at Revival. That's where they write it. And it comes
Okay.
to me when it's a completed script. So I don't get to see what happens in the meantime. I don't get to see what happens. All I get is the final product, and I work with that. And a lot of it's garbage, I gotta tell you. But we make magic happen. So I take the bad, I turn it good. So what you might be sensing, or whomever sent you, might be there and not here. But there might be something that you can do to help me, actually. I've been, you are right. There is another reason why I'm here. It's not just to be the best. I've accomplished that already. What I'm trying to do, actually, I'm trying to find a door.
What kind of a door?
Well, the one that opens, obviously.
That's practical.
This door leads to a road. The road leads to a town. And I've been trying my best to track it, but the damn thing keeps moving. And the best I can guess, at least its most recent maybe appearance, maybe something, it's got me to the point of distraction. It's so close I can almost feel it, but I don't know where it is. And I don't have the particular talents to be able to find it properly.
So would Lily be able to put together that he's probably looking for a trod?
Out of character, I have no idea whether or not there's a masquerade, so I'm just trying to not use actual words.
All the races have their own form of masquerade, so yes.
Yeah, it's just like, well, we don't know what you know, and you don't know what we know, and we don't need, none of us want you to know.
We're all withholding a lot of information. It probably would solve a lot of things right now.
This close to, like, I don't know, physical pain. I'm not entirely sure how that would work if you try to resist the
fine
sovereign
line,
thing. I have no idea how it works.
Yeah, no, it's just, okay. So Lily would understand that you're talking about a trod. So, I mean, and already had to resist the urge to make a joke about there's lots of doors. Anyhow, so yes, you were looking for a door, but I mean, you also were saying of how terribly young and inexperienced we are in comparison to you. So I'm not sure how much help we'd be.
Young eyes, young mindset, different skill sets. She, Dr. Doolittle's the pigeons. The Pisky here is probably an accomplished pickpocket. Everyone has their little talents.
I mean, I don't mean to.
True.
So
I mean, my apologies for completely, gross generalizations, but generally most of the pixies I've met have walked away with some of my money.
So, because when it sounds like though that it's not, because you were saying that you wouldn't necessarily be able to help us. So then, but then you were asking for us to help you with something. I'm just inquiring after how might this more be an equivalent exchange?
You're on my turf, love.
I mean, I was on the revival turf.
Theoretically speaking, I could have you all removed and you would be able to do nothing to stop me. I don't want to do that. Interest of good relations, etc., etc. protocol,
It wouldn't be
etc., etc.
terribly friendly. No,
It
no.
wouldn't be. Neither is intruding on my space in the first place when you knew fully well that there was something going on here and you were told, or at least warned, according to your friend, points to Lily, or not Lily, sorry.
Lee.
Lee. That you were warned.
Well, nothing was specified as the problem.
So you rang my doorbell unannounced. You're trick-or-treating. You're looking for something.
Well,
I'm demanding a trick before you get the treat.
But what if you can't give us the treat?
Oh, don't rest assured. I've already given you plenty of information to go on. You're clearly looking for something that is a little more banal, and you're looking to eradicate it. Yeah, the movie sucks. I know it sucks. That's why we're trying to make art out of it. So at least it will be pretty. It'll be beautiful. The set design itself, it's the whole point. It's design. It's the creation of something from nothing. The script was written over in Revival. That's your place. You're going to need to look to find more information on just how terrible and soul-sucking these scripts are. I've already given you.
Are we going to run into more like us?
That I don't
there?
know. I don't believe so.
It makes sense that someone like us writes something so banal.
Hold on.
No.
There is one.
One?
Yeah.
One of
us.
Of us. Do you know what kind?
He's a knocker.
Hmm.
He's got his own agenda.
Well,
He's a bit inscrutable. What was his name? Seen dreams. Green. Thallow Green. Oh, doctor. He prefers the sobriquet. Dr. Thallow Green.
I see. So a door you can't find, huh?
Well, I've been looking. It's here. I just can't pinpoint it to open it.
So how I mean, if you can't find it, what would we even be looking for?
Stand by while the storyteller tells me.
In the meantime, Lara's
Thallow
gonna
Green,
pull out...
though. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, sorry, Lara's pulling out of her pockets. She's like, pens. And she pulls out this sheet. She's looking at it, she's like, it's the first time she's seen something like this, but it looks like it might be a call sheet.
Nice.
And she's like, I don't know what this is. And
or how we got there.
She hands it, or how we got here. She hands it over to Donovan to look at. And I guess storyteller can tell Donovan.
Donovan, it's a call sheet for an episode of Star Trek Discovery, which is shot in Vancouver.
How far did you come to get here?
No.
You came on a Segway. How far did you get? When did you leave?
I don't understand what you mean.
What have you got, Lara?
Did you teleport?
It's just a sheet.
What?
It's a sheet for a show that's filmed in Vancouver.
What? And Lara empties out, empties out her pocket, is there anything else in there, storyteller?
Did you steal a communicator from the disco stage?
There's your card, your key card, of course.
Yeah.
Which seems to have bred because there are now two of them and they're identical. So You
Oh
know,
my.
I don't know how that happens. Bits of Kleenex, a Scotch mint,
Okay.
a couple of packets of sugar, a small brass ring.
Small brass ring.
Attached to a Minotaur.
Does Lara recognize a small brass ring?
No.
Lara takes out the small brass ring. Looks at the small. Are there any engravings on the small brass ring?
Throw it in the fire.
That's pretty.
No.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say. Lara hands it over to Lily. I don't know what this is.
I don't know, but it's shiny. I like shiny stuff.
It's a keychain?
No, it's just a ring. Like a finger.
Don't have a ring.
Finger
like
ring
that.
or.
As
Okay, just a
amusing
brass
as this
finger ring.
as amusing as this is, ladies, and
Yes, sorry.
The antics of the Piskies are legend, but you impress me. This is from.
Yeah.
How did you even get this? This is 3 years ago.
How have we won? Who would
Regardless.
make that?
That doesn't matter.
Don't know.
I could use your help.
I'm gonna put the ring in my
Find
pocket.
this trod. It's a door. It's obvious when I run into it. We'll find it. I just need that.
So you just want us to go around and look for a door that seems interesting?
It exudes glamour.
That
You'll find it. It's. I just haven't had the greatest opportunity because even I'm trying to avoid greed. He just creeps me out. He hangs around the carpentry shops a lot. He's kind of nuts. I get a weird vibe from him, so I try to stay away from him anyway. He's usually in a lab coat. It's blue. He likes the color blue. He's obsessed. Whatever. Dresses cleaned, but there's something off about him, and I don't like it. So I try to stay away from him. So I've been trying to do this dance around because he keeps coming into my space too. So I have him to deal with all the time. So I wasn't expecting.
Well, knockers are tend to be a bit odd, anyhow.
Well, I mean, I don't want to generalize.
Slightly obsessive.
I don't think any of us are knockers. It's okay.
No.
You're not.
No. Nope.
I'm not sure about you.
Nope.
Me?
And he kind of just lets his eyes wander to all of you, so you don't really know exactly who he's talking to.
No knockers here in this room.
Yes. Anyway, point being, if you can help find this door, I will do what I can to help you with this banality problem you seem to have been tasked with.
So Lily's just kind of going to look back and forth between Lara, Alette, and Lee, kind of assess how they're feeling.
We need to discuss it with Penn.
Yeah, well, because they're not here, and we should. I mean, we tend to make decisions together.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really decide without Penn. I'm sorry, Mr. Osgood, but
That's fine. I mean, you're already here. You're already working for me. So, unless you don't want the jobs, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that all a ruse, or do you actually want the jobs?
No, it's an interesting
it's fine.
job. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you're already working for me.
Okay.
You said at least two of you said something about Barry. So.
I didn't hear your last word. Sorry.
At least two of you mentioned Barry.
Hmm?
Oh, yeah.
A Barry adoptee.
Lee.
He does that. It gets annoying sometimes, but he's brought some good people in, so I let it slide. The rest of you seem to have found in some way some measure of work to get you here. So you are technically already working for me, even though you're not working for me. So head off, do your thing. If you have any tasks, anybody runs into you, fetch them a coffee or something, try your best to fit in. You will still be paid. You don't necessarily have to do the things that they wanted you to or that you were hired to do, because clearly you're not here for that. So do you think token gesture, hang about in the whatever, create if you want, sniff around for the door,
Okay, so just add
find pen, bring her back here.
add this task to the list, which is very short because there's just 2 things on it.
What are the things?
Well, like we said, but to deal with the finality and now to find the door.
Well, I mean, bring pen into it and discuss it with pen. Absolutely, you can all make your decision as a Motley. It's fine. The point being, though, is that we'll put her on the payroll as well. You can all have your existing jobs, but I need that door. And yeah, follow green. That's your biggest lead right now. That's my biggest suspicion.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And in the end, I can't promise great, but I can promise reward.
Well, like we said, we will discuss with our 5th and come back with the answer.
As the Pisky is already probably discovered, I have very deep pockets.
Well, based on what just came out of her pockets.
she rolls out her pockets again. Anything in there, storyteller?
You're muted.
Nope.
This time there's a credit card in the name of someone named Reginald Bailey, and a couple of 20s and 50s.
Lara hands it over to Donovan.
That's really nifty. I didn't even see you do that.
Really trying. It's not like I'm trying to do this. This is not. I don't know what you people think of me, but I don't try and do this. I don't want to be stealing from people. So here you go.
No, you keep it. It's fine.
It's a credit card.
It's not mine.
Oh.
I wouldn't use it because it might get traced.
Yeah.
They've
Is
probably
there a
already
lost
canceled
and
it.
is there a lost and found?
Oh, fine, I'll make it down. I'll throw in a lost and found.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Anyways.
So.
Gets up, goes over to the door, opens it. Our meeting is adjourned. Thank you for your time, ladies. Welcome to the organization. If we can get back to me as soon as possible about that that architecture, I would greatly appreciate it. And sort of his voice is sort of rising, and as he leans out the door, sort of thing. Bring your friend back. We can have. What do you think? 2:00 tomorrow? Be good. We could finish up the formalities of that particular contract and then take it from there. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be doable. I think.
Yes.
Yes, Lee.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
What do you think, Marty?
Yeah. Brings up the tablet. And there's a thing. Just sign here on your way out.
What am I signing?
What am I signing?
What am I signing?
On that?
Yeah, storyteller. What are we signing? Or not signing, as the case may be.
Well, 2 of you need jobs, right?
Yes.
Technically.
What is this paper? What does it say?
I mean, it's a big. At this point, it's kind of a little bit larger because it's been expanded out, and all you basically have is the signature square.
Oh.
So much lack of trust, and he reduces it again, and it's basically just an agreement of employment at the studio for X amount of pay for
Okay.
X amount of hours a week to the duties of sort of thing, or the role position and things like that.
Okay, so just a
Yep.
basic. Here, you're getting
Standard,
hired.
yep.
This is what you're getting paid. Blah de blah.
Okay.
Standard PA. Yeah, Lara, if you get a chance to, actually, Lara, roll me one dice.
What? Lara already got hired.
I know, but get 6 or above.
Get 6 or above.
Uh-oh.
No?
Excellent.
Okay. You don't, unfortunately, you don't get a chance to look at the wage they're offering.
Eh.
Okay.
Or the fine print.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're offered an employment contract.
Okay. Yeah. So take it. And stylus? Yes.
Yeah, just use your finger. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Got long nails. So awkwardly sign on the tablet. Lily Winters.
Excellent. Thank you. Reduces. Pops up another one. Ladies?
He takes it, signs it. I need the work.
I already have it.
Yeah. So
This is a formality.
Okay. I'm going to look at the wage.
It's well, you got hired at just over minimum wage because, well, that's what Studio 11 was doing. This one is paying $47,000 a year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're right. Yeah, signing.
I thought you might.
What's it led to?
She signs, but she doesn't cross her T's.
Fair. Stubborn to the end. That's what I love about you. Excellent. We'll see you tomorrow. 2:00.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
2:00.
I think that is an excellent time to wrap the game as well, and it puts us about on time for wrapping the game. So thank you very much, Motley and guest star, for a wonderful evening that started with a strange dream and ended up with dreamingly strangeness. We're gonna slide back around and so that everybody can have a chance to say goodbye. Let people know where they can find you on the big interwebs, where they'll see you playing, and where they can chat and say hello to you. And we'll start with our Motley again before getting to our guests. So Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna, and I was playing Lara Applewood for you today. My Twitter is at Hyrule Gardner. You will find me there. You will find me on the Saturday takeovers, the vampire takeovers, where I play Abigail, the techie Tremere, who is apparently going to be in a whole bunch of crap if things go down the way she thinks they're going to go down, so stay tuned. You'll also find me on our Patreon occasionally, doing some extra little bits and pieces that you might find interesting. We've also got Cliff on there and Mike on there, also doing pieces and a whole bunch of stuff from Jason as well. So if you are able, definitely go check out our Patreon. And that's it for me.
Excellent. Thank you, Joanna. Next up, we have Crystal.
Yes, Crystal. I play Lily Winters. I'm not particularly on social media, but I am here, and this is. I have been told that this is only just the beginning of shenanigans. So you should come back and watch us do more shenanigans. That is what I have to say about that.
Thank you, Crystal. And next up, we have Rose.
Hi, everyone. Once again, Rose playing Lee, your selkie little mystery who is now free at last. And also employed all in the same week. That never happens in real life. If you want to see whatever I'm up to, my Instagram and my Twitter are at Rose_Bulbasaur, and on TikTok it's just at Rose Bulbasaur. Currently in November, we are starting up the Cult of the Blood Gods game, which is going to be a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition game. with the Cult of Blood Gods additional source book in there as well. That'll be starting up possibly early November. If you want to see me play a Ventru and a sexy dominatrix, go right ahead, go see that. Otherwise, there's also a one-shot that's going to be happening later in October. Not too much is going out, and there's a reason for that. So keep an eye on my socials, and yeah, you'll see everything. Hey.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Rose. Once again, Anita or Panita could not be with us tonight. So we'll just toss her information just right over there. And I think I'm pointing the right way. I hope. And after Anita, to wrap up the Motley today, we have Kitty.
Hey everybody, Kitty Kimchi here. And tonight I was playing Alette, your mischievous, zookeeping, stubborn puka. And you can find me all across social media at, yep, she's Blasian. And check me out on Twitter. Yep, she's Blasian for any updates for any upcoming games. I have some things in the works, but I can't give you any dates right now because I do not know.
Thank you, Kitty. And our guest of honor tonight, Michael.
You have a great crew. Thank you, Mo, for that. I am looking forward to what happens next because I already know what happens next. That's the best part. I just wanting to see your reactions. My name is Mike. I am a he, him. I played Donovan Osgood, the she that you haven't quite seen in his full regalia yet, but you will hopefully soon. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram, or CDN Captain America on Twitter, or TikTok, I guess. You can catch me on Saturdays as part of the Saturday Vampire Takeover in the same game as Cliff and Joanna. Yes, the Tremere are going to be in a shit ton of trouble if things go sideways. And I have a feeling they're going to. But we'll deal with that then. You can also catch me on Sundays in a D&D game playing a cleric in a game called Phandalin by Night. Run at 2 p.m. PST on this very channel. You can catch me at Tuesdays at 6 p.m. PST, dungeon mastering my own game of Would Be Heroes, also on this channel, also 5th edition, also D&D. And no, this is the thing I was going to announce before, way back when. So I'm not leaving yet. So you'll see more of me.
Excellent. And I am Cliff, your storyteller. First of all, I want to thank the Motley for being fantastic and our guest. The whole interaction was just wonderful, watching you say, right, you will behave, and the Motley going, we don't want to behave. Cringe. I can be found on the net in various places under the Vintage Self. I can also be found as part of the Saturday Takeover, as part of the Vancouver by Night Delves into Darkness crew with these two miscreants here. Trying to make sure things don't go sideways, or maybe I am making sure things go sideways. I can never remember which side that I'm supposed to be pushing the car from. It's entirely possible. I will let you know that when this episode airs this Saturday, Delves will be returning from our mid-season break, and we'll be into the second half of season 2 when things are getting really hot and really interesting. Just interesting. No heat. I can also be found, of course, doing this every Wednesday. We'll be rolling Wednesdays regularly for the next while. Watch out, because we'll be having an end of October Halloween special that is being planned to come up with yet another guest star, potentially. Chatting is happening. And I might be doing either Giovanni or Malkavian stuff in other places coming up. I'm not sure yet. As soon as I know, you'll know. Vancouver by Night, we love our hosts. Check out their Patreon, check out their YouTube channel, hit subscribe, hit like, hit the little bell so that you see when stuff comes up. It's a great place to catch up on things. They have so much amazing content, and more is being added all the time. And then, you know what? All of you viewers are just awesome people. Thank you for coming on this little journey with us. Strap in. It's about to get really, really fun. And we'll see you next week.